What's going on? What's going on? Titletown G's. We are live, man. We are live. Um, Packer fan in Vegas here. You already
Big
know. You
Nate
already
is
know.
in the motherfucking house.
You already know. We in the motherfucking building, man. Um, just to let y'all know to start this shit off. Episodes will be normally 5 p.m. Pacific, if not 7 p.m. Pacific, because sometimes we got stuff to do, man. So either 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. Always check my channel every Saturday. I will put the time. It'll be, the broadcast will be um scheduled. So you'll know if it's at 5 p.m. or if it's at 9 p.m. I mean at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we are here, man. Episode 2, Big Nate, man. Big Nate better. Um
Feeling a
he
lot better, that's for sure.
That's good. That's good. That's what we wanted. Um, Still a slight cough, so excuse him. Um, so how your week been going, Nate? I mean, you been getting better and shit. I know.
Yeah, it's been okay. We went out, me and the family went out. We went to the mall, got a few things, and my daughter's boyfriend's here, so they're chilling.
Okay.
So and now I'm right here with my nigga Packer fan in Vegas.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you being able to make it this week. So big week, man. Big Nate, big week, man. What's up, AJ, man? What's up, Zane? Two of the usual
What up,
suspects,
Saint?
man.
AJ, what
Um,
up?
yeah, man. Big week. It is week 1 week, man. We less than what 12 hours. Well, no, about half a day.
Yeah,
Till game, man. By this time, tomorrow we'll be on StreamYard, man, voicing our opinions, man, on that game. I'm excited, man. It came. We've been waiting all year, but it's what the. It's we've been waiting all year, man. So that's a good thing, man. What the hell happened to my questions, man? I don't know what happened, Big Nate. I don't. Let me see something, bro. So, Big Nate, man, go ahead and introduce yourself again
well, for
to
some of those you
everybody.
guys that doesn't know who I am, this is Big Nate. My channel is Packer fans with swagger. For some of you guys already know who I am. You guys follow me. Make sure you guys subscribe to Titletown G's. This is at Vegas, Packer Fan in Vegas channel. And you guys know how to find us here. But shout out to everybody who's on the comments. Big Nate is in the motherfucking house, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Nate is in the building, man. What's up, Brandy? What's up with y'all? So, y'all know what the deal is, man. Y'all already know who I am, man. I'm Packer fan of Vegas, man. Originator of this Titletown G shit. Two gentlemen that's Packer fans that had to represent, man, for the crew. One of the representatives, with the Pack Attack. My co-host Big Nate. And it's finna be week 1, man. That shit finna be in the book. So as we always do, once we get the introductions out the way, man, it's time for questions, man. Normally with this segment, if anyone is ever a guest of ours, we ask you to come up with 5 questions to ask each member that's in, each person that's in. And me and Nate, we got 5 questions, man, to ask each other. So I don't know who want to start. I started last week, so we're gonna let Nate start the festivities this week. Normally, like I said, 5 questions could be any question. Don't have to be Packer related. Could be any sports, anything you want to know about a person or anything going on. Let it know. Just don't get too personal. Okay, we don't get too personal. You know what I mean? But 5 questions, man. So whenever you're ready, Nate, we start this off, man.
All right, let's roll. Well, you already know the season's upon us within hours. So I'm going to ask you this question. What's the level of confidence right now as the first game approaches us within 12 hours or 20 hours from now?
Right. I mean, as a Packer fan, I mean, you're always confident. You never not confident. No matter what the odds are, no matter who we play, no matter the situation, we always confident. I see a lot of people was throwing in the towel last week. I ain't gonna say no names. People already counting us out. But I mean, far as the readiness, I think this team will be ready. Jordan has had too much time to sit behind Rogers and learn the craft, to watch somebody do it. No matter how good he played, Rogers was always technical. And let me get this straight, man. There's no reason for us to not be able to bring up his name. Eventually, we'll forget about Rogers, but my thing is, if you gotta, put him in a point, I don't care. You know what I mean? There's no sour grapes here, man. It was time to move on. It was time to move on. But I feel like Jordan had long enough time. He had more than enough time to sit behind Rodgers, watch greatness happen, watch somebody who say what he wanted about trading camp and all that other shit, but Sunday he was at least ready. So my confidence in the defense is at an all time high. I think this is going to be a better defense than last year. I think this is going to be a defense that's going to be hype. We still got Jair, we still got uh, Gary, we still got Clark, we still got the nucleus. I know on the back end we're a little different, but my confidence is always high. This is, to me, this is the perfect team that ain't too good, they ain't too bad. They ain't gonna be too bad where you go out there and fuck them up, and you really didn't learn nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this is a division game. Everybody know what the chips is. Got a lot of people want to prove themselves. Some people playing for contracts. Some people playing for their future. I think we ready, man. And I ain't gonna go too far into it, but I feel we ready, man.
Great answer, Packer fan in Vegas. Great analysis. I think my level of confidence is always going to be high, no matter who's at center. Yeah, at some point, Big Nate questioned the quarterback position, but at the end of the day, the man who's going to lead the pack this year is Jordan Love. At the end of the day, he's a Green Bay Packer, so that's my quarterback. I think that the Green Bay Packers offense and defense are ready mentally and physically, even though we might have a few players out for the first game of the season. But I think that the Green Bay Packers defense there will be in familiar grounds. Been there, done it. They know what's at stake. And I know it's game one of the season, but I think that the Green Bay Packers defense, they know what they need to do. They know what they need to execute, how to do it. Like you said, I think that this Packers defense is better than last year. We didn't get to see much of it in the preseason, but I'm excited to see Rashawn Gary back. I'm excited to see Van Ness just be a beast out there. So I think that my level of confidence is great because our standards as Packer fans is always going to be high no matter what.
Exactly, and like you said, man, it's a division opponent, so it ain't nothing we ain't seen. Yes, a new coach, but I mean, they're the Bears, man. It's gonna always be a tough game, And I tell people that shit all the time. It's all Bears games and shit. Minnesota games, Lions games has always been our, the team. They got something to prove, man, and it's the Packers, man. Every team, I don't give a fuck who it is. When they play the Packers, bruh, it's like a holiday in a city. When we go to other cities, it's like a holiday. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers flying in and all that. So we travel well. So it's gonna be plenty Packer fans sprinkled in there. Bears fans gonna take over that stadium tomorrow. But I mean, it's just it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. So we're gonna go to question 2. Well, question 1 for me, but the second question: what rookie on the defense do you think? I mean, it ain't many, so I kind of had to think about that question. But what rookie would you insert right away? Would it be Van Ness? Would it be Valentine? Ain't many, you know what I'm saying? But what rookie on the defense do you see like being able to come into their own right away, even though it's only a handful, even though it's a sprinkle of them?
Well, I think that mine's gonna be Lucas Van Ness, and we all remember Rashawn Gary. It took him about a year or so to get where he's at right now. To actually try to reach his full potential. And I think that Rashawn Gary, he can do more. I think yes, a lot of people are underestimating him because of the fucking injury he had last year that ended his fucking season. I think that Rashawn Gary will come out stronger, become a better player. I think he's hungry. But to answer your question, I think Lucas Van Ness, I think he might be able to develop his full potential right away this year. Maybe not, but I think this guy's a fucking beast. And we all seen on draft day when he got drafted, and we were fucking fussing about, like, oh, that was TR's fucking pick. And I watched some of his fucking highlights. Man, this motherfucker, he can reach his full potential. This fucking defense is gonna be raw.
The same thing I kind of said. Um, but I'm super stoked to see what Valentine has done. Like I said, it's only a handful on the defense, and I kind of wanted to go offense with that question, but that's the easy question. That's the easy one. But I wanted kind of to see, how you felt on that side of the ball, more defense, because there's a lot of holes, man. There's a lot of fucking holes on the defense. We got um Savage playing like trash sometimes. Like he don't belong there. Losing Amos, losing Laurie. And that's why I feel like a player like Van Ness can get inserted and make a difference more. I mean, when I was watching preseason, he was just like he was getting doubled. He was getting chipped a lot. So it was like, well, okay, damn, he on that right side too though. And right, that right tackle having to deal with him. That's I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's gonna have the chance to play because I doubt Gary is just thrown back in the fire, especially coming back from an ACL injury. So, like I said, I tried to stump you with that question because I know it ain't much on the defense, and Van Ness kind of the easy out on that question. But Valentine has shown me he got, like Big Nate said, he got that swag, man. He got that swag. He like Razul. When we brought Razul and Razul enter some of that swag into the defense, and I just think Valentine will be another one to enter to bring in some of that swag, man, because we don't know what Stokes is just absent, man. So everybody talking about the wide receiver position. I think those holes in a cornerback position, and at safety, not being sure on the safety position, maybe a couple of those rookies or somebody, bounce around on the defense, man. So we're gonna see tomorrow. I think we get more of Van Ness than people think. If they say, oh well, he's going to be behind, he going to have to help Gary with them snaps. Especially I think you insert Gary on third if they go down go down fourth, but get Van Ness in there early. He's young. He needs to learn. He needs to be in the fire, and that's the thing he needs to do is get in there and produce, man. Get in there and show us why you was picked that high, And it is not going to be don't think I'm sitting up and saying, oh man, he need to go out there and get 10 sacks. No, he just need to be out there, bro. He need to start going up against these starting linemen in the league. And let's see what he got, man. I think he's up for the challenge, man. I think so. So I'm gonna pass it over to Nate, man.
No, real talk. I think that's true. I think that Van Ness, he needs to get thrown to the wolves, and like you said, learn. And I'm sure he's gonna learn a lot from these leaders that we got. Campbell, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary. I know he's coming back. I'm sure he's not gonna get put fully out there, but eventually he will be out there fully. So yep, that's what's up. So My second question to you, Vegas: Who is your top five DBs for the Green Bay Packers? That can be safety or corners.
The top five players. That's tough, man. I mean, top five players. You I think the best player on our team, hands down, is Jair. Um, to me, now I'm not gonna put these in no order. No order for y'all. I got Jair, Elton Jenkins. When he's healthy, give me Bach. When he's healthy. When he's healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Vegas,
Not this
real
Ron.
quick,
Huh?
you give me your top five DBs, cornerbacks or
Oh,
safeties. Yeah, you're on the right track with Jair.
I thought you meant players. I mean, if you're
No,
gonna
no.
go if you're gonna go in order, I mean Jair, um, Razul, um, shit, Ford. This in order. Now this is order. Stokes, I'm gonna put him at fourth. Um, he's fast. He shut motherfuckers down. But I'm gonna go Jair, Razul, Ford, Stokes when he healthy. So I gotta throw. Damn, I would say Nixon, but I ain't really like stuck on him at that position because he kind of bounces around a little bit. So Jair, Razul, Ford, Stokes, and because he ain't played a regular season game, I can't give it to Valentine, but I'm gonna give it to motherfucking what's his name? I can't even think of Savage. Okay, so Jair, Razul, Ford, Savage. Jair, Razul, Ford, Stokes, and Savage. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Good picks, good picks. You can go old school too if you wanted to. So
Wait. Hold on. Current
that's how I'm
roster?
saying.
You talking about
No,
all time?
it can be old time or go
Oh
even newer roster. But so go
wait.
ahead. I'm gonna
Okay.
give you the
So we
chance to.
gonna yeah, we gonna rewind that then. If we going all time, I thought you meant like this year. Like
No, the
um
top five DBs. But my bad if I didn't explain myself
no, it's
correctly.
all good. It's all good.
So go ahead,
if
Vegas.
if you talking about all time, people would say Leroy. Um Leroy. I mean, if you talking about homegrown, Leroy Butler, if you talking about just bringing him in, then you got to go Charles Wilson, of course. But some people would be split on that because he did play a lot of his career in the Raider with the Raiders, but you would say the same thing about Reggie White. He played for the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Once you're a Packer, you're a Packer. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck where you come from and where you play. If you come and you produce, then that's different. So I'm gonna go Leroy at one. And then I'm gonna go two. I'm gonna go Charles. Three, shit. You got Harris. You got Darren Sharper. Even though he kind of disqualified himself for his off the field shit he was doing. Um, Jair. I'm gonna put Jair in there. Um, Tremont Williams. See, listen, Tremont Williams for that Super Bowl team, man. Him and what's his name, man? The rookie, he was a rookie then. Help me out, Nate. Help me
Sam
out, Chad.
Sam
Shields,
Sam
Shields.
Shields.
Nick Collins. That was my boy, man. So I'm gonna go Leroy Butler, Charles Wilson. Most of them are safeties. I'm gonna go Jair. I'm gonna go. I don't know Herb Adderley. Never watched him. I'm just going off people I watched. Leroy Butler, Charles Woodson, Jair. Um, fuck, Jair. Shit, bro, it's a lot of them. It's a lot though. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Tremont Williams just because of the playoff run he had and how pivotal he was. I think he had damn near, and I'm gonna go Nick Collins, bro. That's my five. Like if I had to pick two safeties, I'm going Leroy and Woodson back there, and then my QBs. I mean my CBs. I'm going Jair Shields and Tremont Williams in their prime. I know people will say Harris and all that. Nah, in their prime with how they played during that Super Bowl run in 2010. Give me them boys. So that's my five, bro. Woodson, Leroy, Jair, Tremont, and Sam Shields rookie year.
Those are some good picks, and
No.
we.
Take Tremont out. Take Tremont out. Nick Collins, Super Bowl year. My bad.
That's why I know where he's. No, they're all good picks, and honestly, I think that the Green Bay Packers have had a share of fucking badass DBs throughout the history of the Green Bay Packers. So me, I'm gonna start off at number one, Charles Woodson. I think that Charles Woodson, like I said before, he brought that fucking swag. He brought that leadership into that fucking locker room. So he's my number one, Charles Woodson. And number two, John Money. Can't forget about Jair Alexander. I think that this guy has shown time after time, and since the day that he got drafted, he has showed up and he has shown everybody that he can be a shutdown corner. So he's at number two. And number three, L. Harris. He made motherfucking Tim Hasselback fucking pay for that. Fucking, we want the ball and we're gonna score. Well, fuck you, bitch. I'm taking it to a fucking touchdown. So that's my boy L. Harris. I think that since he came from Philadelphia to the Green Bay Packers, he fucking brought that swag before Charles Woodson and Jair Alexander. So he's at number three. And number four, I got two split. I got Leroy Butler and Rasul Douglas. I think that both of those players are great. I think that Rasul Douglas, from being in the street or training, somebody's training fucking camp, the Green Bay Packers picked him up, and you seen what he did a year ago. So, and number five, I got Nick Collins. I think that he was a vital piece to a Super Bowl win.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Nick Collins was man took him away from us too fucking soon, bro. I just felt like he was on track, man, to be that all pro. Um, he was taken away from us, and Nick just know, bro. You the man. You was the man for us, bro. We wouldn't have did it without you. Micah Hyde, yeah, he was good. I just don't think for the run I seen with Tremont, the run I see and how they turned it up. Sam Shields, I mean, fuck, bro. I mean, they were fucking. He got one in the Super Bowl. He got one in the NFC Championship. Tremont had the bat downs. I mean, they fucking turned their game, and that's what it takes. It takes for players to come. Like I said, man, these players, they were born bred to play football, bro. So you gotta not you you gotta start taking those things off them labels. Oh, they a rookie, they ain't never been, you never know. You know what I'm saying? We had Starks come in there and do his thing. We had Sam Shields come in and do his thing. I mean, they did their thing in the fucking Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are first year, second year players, man, that come out and do their fucking thing, man. So um that's what we gotta be able to be willing to do, man. Throw them out there in the fire and see what they do, because again, players have something to prove, and you just don't know once they hot, like Sam Shields, Tremont, and Nick Collins. All them boys was hot. They was hot. They was hot at the time, and they ain't there for nothing, man. You got 53 players to use. Use them, motherfuckers, bro. Don't be scared. Put them out there. Let's see what happens. Okay, so my turn. Um, now that Christian Washington is down, which receiver. I kind of went off over this last week, but we didn't know. I know y'all go see big name video. It's a possibility Dobbs don't play either. But which which receiver, would you feel like gonna have the biggest game tomorrow? If we have to go to Wicks, if we have to go to Heath, Dubois, which receiver, tight end, do you see stepping up for us and making it happen tomorrow?
I think that Jaden Reed, rookie receiver for the Green Bay Packers, I think that he got something to prove. I think that he's ready to go. I think that Reed is gonna have a monster game tomorrow. And like I said on my video I posted yesterday, the media is gonna talk about who the fuck is Jaden Reed. I think he's gonna let his presence be known, and not to take away anything from the rest of the other rookie receivers from Heat. He showed up on preseason. We've seen what he's capable of doing. Will Romeo does play? We don't know. It's a possibility he might. Cross my fingers. I hope he does. But we don't forget Torrey. We still got Torrey out there as well. We've seen what he's capable of doing when he played last year in the regular season. So I'm gonna go with Jaden Reed. I think that this guy's fast. He's hungry. That's my guy for tomorrow.
Got you. And yeah, I mean, top of the list of one of our best offensive weapons, man. Again, I think all the rookies we've inserted. I think a lot of players we've picked up are NFL ready. I think Wicks is NFL ready. I think Heath was NFL ready. I think these players Reed was like even more than Watson and Dobbs was last year. But they had to get thrown in the fire, man. So who I'm rolling with, man, I think Heath. So I'm telling me, like, this dude, like, he gonna bounce around that depth chart. He gonna move himself up that depth chart. And I'm challenging Torrey. I'm challenging Torrey to not not get his place taken and get snaps taken, man. But I mean, one thing we can't count on with Jordan Love is that he's gonna spread the ball around. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's Musgrave. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kraft. I plan on seeing a lot of, but we ain't gonna get into that. We're just gonna pick a player. We're not gonna ramble on about that. I'm gonna pick Heath, man. I'm gonna pick Heath to show us he belong, man. I mean, to me, Wicks. To me, I think I feel like Wicks would be a better player, but I just think Heath, because Wicks coming off that injury too. Same, them soft tissue injuries, man, been plaguing Watson and motherfuckers for a couple years. So if Wicks play, it's gonna be a toss up between them two. But I'm gonna go with Heath, man. It's kind of the easier pick for me to pick. But don't be surprised, man, if Reed come out there and fucking just act the ass. I love his route running. I think he's even a better route runner than Cobb. I mean, I do. You watch his college tape. I seen some of those college games. He was fucking like, doing his thing, man. So don't be surprised if it's Reed, but I'm going with Heath. I'm gonna go opposite of what Big Nate said. So I'm gonna pass it back over to Nate.
Damn, Vegas. Well, those two wide receivers, I think they have the potential to make an impact right away. And like you said, I think that's the best choice. I like Heat, and we talked about this before even the roster cut downs that we were hoping he'd make the team, and he did. But I think that the Packers got a young, solid group of gentlemen. They are hungry. So we're going to see.
We're going to see, man. We're going to see.
Okay, so my third question is, how will you feel, Vegas, if the NFL can make a Super Bowl for the AFC, separate it, and make a Super Bowl for the NFC separate? So that means that The AFC teams will battle it for the Super Bowl, and they will have a AFC Super Bowl champion, and the NFC will have their NFC champion, their NFC Super Bowl champion. How do you feel about the NFL doing something like that?
I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is. Them adding the extra game was big for me. I like that they added another week to kind of get those ties and
Vegas, your microphone sounds statically.
is it static? Is it? I don't know if let me know if y'all can hear me.
I can't hear you. It sounds all echoey. Like,
is it echoing?
I'm gonna lower my volume down. I will talk again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still sounds like that.
Let me see. Let me turn it off and on. Better?
Go ahead and talk.
Is it better now?
No, it still sounds the same.
Hopefully I ain't do nothing different. Let me see. I don't know what the hell going on. Is it echoing? You said it's echoing right now? Can y'all hear me?
It's like it's echoing right now aesthetically.
Is it? Can y'all hear me clear? Am I? I don't know technical difficulties. That happens. We live. We live.
We live.
Let me see if let me know in the chat, man. Can y'all hear me clear? Is it echoing? Is it something going on with the mic right now? Sound good. People say it sound good to them. Okay. You might want to turn yours off and on or sound clear. KA says sounds clear. Okay. We're gonna roll with it. Okay. So no, I like it the way it is. Nate. You know, they had that back in the day. We had to abolish that AFL, NFL shit. You know, the fucking I think it was was it the NFC came off top or some shit? I think it was like Kansas City. Yeah, it was us, the Packers. We abolished all that shit because it was the AFL, was Kansas City, and then it was the Packers, the NFL. So, you know, 17 games. I seen some eventually it was talking about 18. No, that's too much. I think 17 is perfect. You had that one seed, you know, with a home field and making making the first seed, the number one seed play in the playoffs. I think that was a big thing too. You know, fuck them days off, fuck the bye weeks and shit. So I like it the way it is, man. I mean, what would I change if I could change anything? I think it's good, man. I like the divisions. And yeah, if they add more teams like KH is saying, then you know we could change it up there. Probably another game. If they add more teams, it'd probably be one more game or something. I don't know. It'd be top two teams would be, I don't know, home field. I don't know, but I like it the way it is. I think when you start messing with tradition too much, you fuck it up. You know, they already, you know, changing shit up with calls and flags and all that type of shit. Brandy said she wanted overseas. I don't know about that. To me, it's an American game. I would like to see it in more cities, if they can afford it. But I like it the way it is, Nate. I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, you know, it's me. I'm always embracing change, but it would be crazy if the NFL if they will come out with something like that. The AFC have their own Super Bowl, NFC have their own Super Bowl. So now we got two teams that are Super Bowl champions. But I wouldn't be surprised because, you know, the NFL continue to change the game. You know, they have taken a lot of out of the game. That sometimes we question ourselves, like, what the fuck is the NFL trying to do? Fucking turn this game into a two-hand touch, fucking flag football. So it would be crazy, but I think if the NFL can add another fucking team or two more teams to have like a seed, I think that would be cool, I guess. But nah, I wouldn't want the NFL to come and fucking change the game and add up one Super Bowl here and another Super Bowl here.
Yeah.
It would just
Uh, yeah, I mean things like camera views, I think that type of stuff is cool. Um Again, we talked about jerseys. Um but I think like playing on neutral fields and shit like that, like playing in Mexico City and places like that, it's a novelty. I mean, the NFL is American football. That's what they call it overseas. It's American football, but you got to leave it how it is. It's traditional. You got the NFC. Um, you got the NFC, which is um, was the National Football Conference, but it was the NFL back in the 60s. It was the NFL. You had Kansas City, Miami, all those teams. It was the AFL. So those two champions, which was Kansas City at the time, and Green Bay was the champion of the NFL. They met up, and that's where you got the first Super Bowl. So it's still traditional. I know you had divisions like the Central and shit like that. Like Tampa Bay used to be in our division and shit like that. You know what I mean? Back in like the early '90s and '90s and shit. Like I think they changed it. Let me know one of y'all. When did they change the conferences to the NFC Central, the East, the West, and the South? Because it was like the NFC. It was like the NFC Central, but it was like Tampa Bay was in our division. It was some weird ass shit like division winners and shit like that. So um, like I said, man, it's good way it is, man. Like I said, change it up to camera views, um, things like that is cool. I just don't like too much tampering. They already made it a soft game. It's a passing league now. You can get flagged for anything, so I don't want it to not be traditional. What's going to be, um, all they missing is flags. Flag football. I don't want to see that two-hand tag and all that type of shit. Like, it's American football. It's a tradition. It is something, like I like that they got games on Christmas now. I like the Thanksgiving game. Now they got a New Year's game. I like the Saturdays games. I like the Thursday night games. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else could you do? So leave it how it is, man. Quit adding too much fucking shit. And then they gonna fuck it up. It's just not gonna be fun anymore. Like you don't want to be risking like Brandy with the overseas thing. I think the travel now, if they can buck down the travel, but expecting a team overseas to build a stadium for $2 billion some dollars and shit like that, like playing in Australia and shit like that, that might be cool. Like having a Super Bowl overseas or something would be cool, but I just don't want it to become like NFL Blitz or some weird shit that Kay said they might change from the Super Bowl to the Mega League Bowl. Change? What the fuck? That don't even sound right. That don't even sound right, bro. It's gonna be AI in a minute and shit. Like, no, we don't want all that. So let's get to the next question, man. Good question, Nate. Different question. I like those different questions and shit. So we got the battle tomorrow. We got a rookie and a motherfucker who play like a rookie. Now, I ain't gonna listen. I ain't hear the shit on Justin Fields, man. He's in his own song, but not being biased, not just because he's our quarterback. Which player do you see having a bigger game tomorrow, Jordan Love or Justin Fields?
hey Vegas. My headphones when you talk, it sounds kind of echoing. So give me 1 sec. Let me get another headphones. Maybe it's my headphones acting up. So give me a minute.
Plug it, take it out, plug it back in. Want to see if it's everybody said I'm clear. So plug it, take it out, plug it. Man, listen, technical difficulties happen, man. This is live. We live, god damn it. This ain't pre-recorded and taped and edited. We live. It happens.
You still
Plug it back
sound
in.
echoing. You still sound talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my headphones I can still hear a bunch of noise. So give me one
Okay.
second. Let me get the other headphones real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna get on this question then before till you get
Oh,
back.
sure.
Um, so let me know if y'all can't hear me or it's breaking up or if I ain't clear or some of y'all hear any issues on y'all end. Please let me know so I can try to fix the situation. But we got Jordan Love, our quarterback of the future. Hopefully, this year is gonna tell us a lot. How ready is it? He is. The first game is gonna tell us a lot. How ready he is. It's gonna let us know what we got, what who we rolling with, who um, is leading us into the future. Um, and then you got Justin Fields. I mean, one of few quarterbacks who has had over 1,000 yards running. Now, how has that played out for Lamar Jackson? It ain't played out good for Lamar. I don't see no jury on his hand. Yeah, they've had good teams. They've had good records, but when he get to the fucking playoffs, he get bounced. And you can only do things for so long in the NFL. You can only be that running quarterback before teams figure you out. So while it's new, while it's fresh, you need to capitalize on it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going down a passing quarterbacks, I think Jordan Love has better vision. He's bigger. Um, in the preseason, he showed that he could be elusive in the pocket. It seemed like he's going through his progressions. One thing they really um, came down hard on Justin Fields with is he stares down receivers. He kind of makes up his mind where he wants to go, and he tries to fit the ball in there where the fuck it don't need to go, and you've seen that. So that's why a lot of times he pulls the ball down, he runs. Lamar is kind of like that, he fucking stares down receivers. So it's easy to fucking capitalize on that. I think Love's biggest trait is his progression. He goes through progressions. He's willing to take the check down. He's willing to dink and dunk. I mean, Brady has shown quarterbacks to take what you can get, bro. And then once you get that safety up, then you hit the shot. It don't always gotta be the shots, and our former quarterback, he was so used to taking shots. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta gradually um take those shots. So if I gotta pick one and the other, I'm willing to take Jordan Love because he's just willing to take what he's given. He don't want to. He's not going to put the ball down and just run. Like Justin is just ready to run, bro. He stared down his man and he holds on the ball too fucking long, bro. He fucking hold that ball all fucking day, And then he tries to run. He tries to scramble, and he's little, man. I mean, the boy is chiseled. Don't get me wrong, man. The boy is chiseled. The boy six packing and all that. You know what I mean? Like they was comparing bodies. Bears fans, y'all are the most weird motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Y'all comparing people bodies. Oh man, Justin Fields. Damn, what's the Chicago 860, 820? It's one of the radio stations. They do like a podcast. I was watching a show on YouTube and they talk, oh, look at Justin Fields' body. And I'm like, okay, he chiseled, but that shit don't mean nothing, bro. I ain't never seen Rodgers flexing. I ain't never seen Brett Favre with 20-inch pythons and six packs and all that shit. Fuck all that shit, bro. It's about getting that ball down the field, getting the ball where it need to go to. It don't take much. It takes skill. It take all that. You know what I'm saying? He little. He need that. He need weight and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I gotta go with a player tomorrow, rookie or not, he ain't no fucking rookie. That's the thing. He ain't no rookie. Everybody keeps saying rookie. Like he's a rookie, yeah, to a season. He's not a rookie. He's been in the league 3-4 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he's, to me, going to be the most ready with the best playbook adapted to his style. It's hard to adapt your playbook to a motherfucker ready to run. You know what I mean? That quarterbacks ain't meant to do that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not gonna get you far in the league, bro. It's not. Michael Vick ain't got no jury. Lamar Jackson ain't got no jury. And Justin Fields ain't, you playing like that, you ain't getting no jury. So give me Jordan Love tomorrow with the better game out the two. I'm gonna let Nate speak on it. Hopefully, it's working now.
I can still hear you all noise, but let's just bear with it. It is what it is. Um,
If you hear anything in the background, listen. This fucking microphone is very fucking sensitive. Like you can hear the neighbors' air conditioning. You can like my air is on. It's fucking 102 out here, so it's hot. So if you hear like a little whispering or something, it might be the vent with the air on. I don't want to die in this motherfucker. It's hot in Vegas. Goddamn, we don't turn AC on. We everywhere we go, AC is on. So if you hear a little or something, it might be everybody ACs is on and shit outside. Mine's is on, air blowing. So if you hear a little static or something on, it might not be from me or the mic because Brandy and them, everybody said we good on my vocals. So
yeah, no, I'm up there with that. It's just a bunch of echoing in my headphones. I tried the other ones; it's still the same. So it's either my end or your end. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. So who do I think that I'm gonna pick Jordan Love to be quarterback ready versus Justin Fields, and I'm choosing Jordan Love because he sat down for 3 years behind a previous quarterback, and I think that he took all that time to learn the book to prepare himself because eventually he knew that his time was going to come sooner or later. I think that the Jordan Love, he wants to go out there, especially his first game versus Chicago. You know that he's gonna bring that heat. He's gonna try to do whatever he can to come back out of that fucking field with the W. And he got something to prove too. It's not just a rivalry, like I said earlier today. It's not just a rivalry. It's more than just a fucking game. And for him to be able to beat the Bears for the first time in his career, that's going to be something fucking special for Jordan Love. Don't get me wrong, not take away anything from AJ Dillon, Aaron Jones, Emmanuel Wilson, the tight ends, any other offensive player. But I think the all eyes are on Jordan Love. Why? Because a lot of people have given the benefit of the doubt. A lot of people have questioned Jordan Love, including myself and Vegas. We never liked that pick, but it's not about the pick. We have to understand that whatever the front office, Gutekunst, and they seen on Jordan Love, that's the reason why he got drafted and brought to Green Bay. Would that pick pay off? It's only one way to find out, Vegas.
yeah, you're right about that, bro. Like I'm not a GM. I could GM from my bed and my couch all I want. But they get paid millions of dollars to do that shit. That's what they there for, to evaluate talent. They do it 24/7. That's what they get paid for. So it's a difference. I just feel like that I seen some shit like that today. Would a player like Justin Fields, and that's what Chicago is scared of. They're like, damn, he had a chance. They was like, well, we wish Justin Fields had a chance to kind of sit back, learn from someone. He didn't have that. He was thrown right in the fire. And I think he's played better than Trubisky. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like Love was nurtured and groomed for this position, and he's finally in it. He's took time out over the offseason to work with his wide receivers. He's been a lot more hands on. All they talk about is, man, this dude he's smart. Even Tonyan and a couple players over there, EQ them was like, man, he was he was he was sitting there, he was learning the game, bro. He was studying. He was trying to be what he knew he was going to eventually be. And you don't got to rush, I mean, there's only a couple Mahomes and Josh Allens and people that's going to come in there day one and just set the world on fire. You know what I mean? So I got hella confidence in them. I didn't at the time because I knew what we needed and we deferred from what we needed. Rodgers was a step or two off, but who's to say that? who's to say we would have drafted Justin Jefferson, the outcome wouldn't have been the same. Maybe he would have still went to Devontae in the wrong situations and shit like that. But it's just a player and his tendencies and the player and what he's willing to do. So that's what I got, man. I mean, love. We both got love on that question, man. So I'm gonna pass it over to Nate. Nate, we're gonna do one more. Then we're gonna get into our other segments so we can
Okay.
kind of start interacting with our viewers and people that's in there with us.
Yeah, for sure. I want to add a little bit something else to what you just
Go
said
ahead, go ahead, go
about
ahead,
Jordan
go
Love.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I did see that thing about that article about Justin Field. He wishes he could have had the time to get groomed like Jordan Love. I seen that earlier today, Packer fan in Vegas. And honestly, he might be bitter because let's be honest, the fucking Chicago Bears have had about almost 20, 30 fucking quarterback year after year, 2 years after 2 years, and they have not done a damn fucking thing in Chicago. So who the fuck how they gonna say somebody to be groomed, for example, sorry ass Jay Cutler, how he's gonna groom a fucking quarterback if that fucker's garbage? He throws a lot of fucking interceptions. The thing about the Green Bay Packers, they know how to groom fucking quarterbacks, and most of us we already have seen that.
Right, and we are all, I think we are offensive line, like assembly line. We know how to do an offensive line. We know how to do motherfucking quarterbacks. I mean, we just been blessed, man. I just think that the you're just passing it on. You're passing on the legacy, and when you start to build that, it's hard to get rid of that. It's hard to get rid of that. It's hard to get rid of. We've had backups who had great performances. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to find one, but it's even harder to homegrown and build one up. And that's one thing Green Bay has to do. We have to hit in a draft. We have to stay successful. And I mean, for the past 30 years, no matter whether it was one ring, no rings, or two rings, it's hard to do, bro. It's hard to stay consistent. It's hard to win a division 9 years in a row, no matter who's at QB, because it don't matter always who's at QB. You know what I mean? But it's hard to do, bro. It's not no easy task. It's not no easy task for what Jordan got to go in there to do. We take this shit for granted, but NFL ain't Madden. It ain't Madden where you can just, press X and go to he got to go out there and produce. And if he does, and if we get to the playoffs this year, all that shit I've ever said about Goot and what he's done and the shit he put us through, I'm be like, what the fuck? Like, this man hit again. And he's hit on some players, bro. We can't Elton. He's hit on fucking Gary. When people question Gary, was like, who the fuck is Gary? Who the fuck? He's hit on Gary. If Gary come out there and had a fucking crazy season, he's gonna be $100 million fucking linebacker, bro. Damn near. If not over 100 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's hit on Jair. He's hit on players. So, and free agents. Z, he fucking come on, man. He turned this whole organization around, with the coach and just everything, bro. So if he hit on Jordan Love and he got this boy ready, which I think they do, damn, what can we say, bro? What can we say? Go ahead, Nate.
All right, now, well, final question. This is the stomper, Vegas.
All right.
Is it hard to be a Packer fan? What do you think?
Is it hard being a Packer fan? It's definitely it's I want to say it's hard, but it's to me it's fun being a Packers fan. Like, it's I see, like, got my Kenny card. Okay. Being a Packers fan, bro, is to me is fun. It's fun. And again, I was born into this shit, man. I was born and bred to be a Packers fan. I've never been a bandwagon motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, when the Super Bowl come and I ain't there, you know what I mean? I mean, we ain't there. I don't want to watch that shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's to me, it's like I love it, bro. It's a pride thing with me. It's like I love being a Packer fan because it's just like we are the team that, like, I just see how other teams react to playing us, and how it's just like you beat the Packers, you just like you got so much bragging rights, and then we got these rivals. We got rivals like the Bears. You know, we got rivals like Minnesota. We got rivals like, I feel like the NFC East, they go do the same thing. Like the fucking Philly, they beat the Cowboys. Shit, like that was my only reason for watching. Like I watched First Take and Undisputed to see like when the Cowboys lose and shit. I just want to see what Skip go through. And that's the same thing I want with us. Like we lose. Like last year was fun because it was not fun, but it was fun to show how passionate you are, and to flip out and you want to be wrong and want them to prove you right, or when you right, you want, what I mean, like it's fun. I love being a Packer. Any team, I can't bandwagon, bro. I can't. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I live out in Las Vegas. Everything Raiders out here now. Everything. You in Nevada, everything Raiders. You're in Reno. So you know what I mean? Everything is Raiders, bro. But when you think of Packers and you think of it's we are football. We are. We are, bro. Us, and I hate to say the fucking Cowboys, we football. The Patriots winning, they football. Like when you think of football, bro, to me, the biggest fan bases, the Packers, the Steelers, the Cowboys, bandwagon motherfuckers, Kansas City. You know what I mean? Bandwagon. You got Philly. They a ruckus fan base. You know what I mean? Like when you talk about fan bases and sports, period, we one of the greatest organizations and we one of the smallest markets. That's fun too. Like that motherfucker way up in Wisconsin. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers think it's just farms and chickens and horses and cows and you know what I mean? They think it's just like that up there. You know what I mean? Like Green Bay is a little fucking city, bro. And when we eventually all of us travel there, hopefully as a pilgrimage to the motherland, and you see, like you just see street signs, Packers, restaurants, Packers themes, and it's fun, bro. It's fun being Packers fan because we just all share a tradition. We're the tradition of the football league, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of them other teams. I just said Pittsburgh, y'all not tradition. Y'all ain't start coming around to the 60s, end of the 60s, I think 70s. Terry Bradshaw. We've been in this business since 1919. Prohibition, World Wars, all that. Packers, still there. You know what I'm saying? 1919, bro, up to 104 years, bro, of tradition, of football, of representing this league. We are football. And they need to start giving us our fucking props, bro. Because win, lose, or draw, we are football, bro. It wouldn't be no football without us. We made this shit exciting for y'all. So fuck the Cowboys and talking about America's team. We are America's team. You understand? We did this shit. We put this shit on the map. We beat Kansas City. Y'all went there beating shit. We did that. You know what I'm saying? We put the league on the map. And we beat you bitches in the Super Bowl too. So that's what it means to me. This shit is in my blood. This shit is my blood type is green and gold. That's what I bleed, laugh, cry, whatever. I love this shit. That's what being a Packer fan mean to me, bro.
I feel you on that. No, can't say it better than that. For me, is it hard being a Packer fan? For me, it's a way of life. I think that the Green Bay Packers is the face of the NFL. We pay the way for the rest of the other teams, whether motherfuckers want to admit it or not. But that's the reality. Because when they look at their fucking Super Bowl trophy, it does not say the Dallas Cowboys coach. It says Ben Lombardi, the Vince Lombardi trophy, and that's the Green Bay Packers coach back in those days. I think that the fan base, the Green Bay Packers fan base, is the face of the franchise. We are unique fan base, like no other fucking NFL team. They might have their fucking fancy ass fucking stadiums and whatnot, but with the Green Bay Packers, we got history that cannot be erased. And those fucking, I'm gonna call it the dirty dance floors in Lambeau Field, because a lot of tear blood has been sweat on that fucking field. A lot of championships, Super Bowls have won. So I think, like you said too, it's fun to be a Packer fan because our standards are always going to be up here, and we're not going to settle less like those fucking sorry ass Detroit Lions. I was watching a KTB video earlier today. I was laughing my ass off. He said they got Detroit Lion fans fucking crying with fucking bubbles and boogers on their nose. Yeah, that was their fucking Super Bowl because they beat a fucking contender,
Right,
something they can't do.
right. And and that's the difference between us and other organizations. We've tasted success. Like I said, when you're a traditional football team, we're a tradition. We're a team that's built on tradition. You know, Jordan Love knows what came before him and what we demand. We demand excellence, bro. And I think that scares some players, and some players embrace it. You know, it's like they was talking about with free agents and shit. They was like, people come when they come to Green Bay, they came to Green Bay and they knew it was all about football. You know, these cats young, they millionaires. You know, they want to be where the party's at. They want to be where, you know, Hollywood is and all the paparazzi, and where they can drive the flashy cars and show off their wealth and stuff like that. But if you're a family, like most of the people we bring here and the people that come in, they family men. You know, they're not with all that clubbing and bullshit, and they're just all about football. You know, I think a lot of players could have took advantage of being in Green Bay, and you forever known, like you're immortalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to go somewhere? You go somewhere and you win, and if you go to them bigger markets, you got other sports to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got other teams to deal with. If you go to New York, you got the Yankees, you got the Mets, you got the Knicks, you got other fan bases to deal with. Some people are strictly baseball, some people are strictly basketball, some people strictly football. So winning the championship in some places mean more to a community, to the fans, to just like I said, you're immortalized, bro. You know, you're immortalized. I think being in the Packers Hall of Fame, being a champion in Green Bay just means so much more, bro. It means so much more to a organization. You're immortalized, bro. You can go anywhere, do anything. They love you. You can, you see Green Bay Packers players, they go shopping, they go to grocery stores, they interact with the community because the community embrace them. They won't let shit happen to them. You know what I mean? You can go anywhere in Green Bay and won't shit happen to you. You know what I mean? Green Bay rough too, little parts and shit. A lot of people migrating up there and shit, but it just mean more, you know. And to me, it mean more to the league when small market teams are able to homegrown, like that shit LA did. They bought a Super Bowl, they jeopardized their future for a Super Bowl. That shit cool. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean shit to the league. You know, it don't mean shit. It don't hit the highest ratings. Like even KC, what they doing? Because they homegrown Mahomes. You know, they picked Mahomes. They were willing to give another coach a chance. Reed went over there and did his thing, proved himself, got him 2 rings out of that shit. They embrace that. Even Philly is going through the same thing. They're not buying Super Bowls. They're not doing that. And that's why some teams they're willing to do that though. That's what a ring mean to the organization, but the ring really don't mean shit. It don't. It don't. Like some people, yeah, they'll get their left arm for a ring, bro. But when it come down to it, man, when teams like I think it'll be big for the league for the Cowboys to win one. Yeah, they got many fans, bro. They got plenty fans. You know what I'm saying? But when the Packers win, and they are the only team when they win a Super Bowl, they say that the Lombardi is going home. So it's added pressure, man. It's a lot of pressure on that boy tomorrow. But I think he gonna embrace it, bro. He gonna understand that, you gotta understand God put you in that situation for a reason, bro. Embrace it and run with it, dog. So I'm gonna go with my last question. Um and I kind of ain't gonna go off the question. I'm gonna save some of these questions for next week. But let me see what I'm gonna go with on this question, man. How much pressure do you think is on LaFleur tomorrow to have the correct game plan ready for not only having Watson out the game, but inserting a first year starter in Jordan Love? And how much pressure do you think it is on him? And how do you think it's going to play out? Do you think it's going to be like, play to his strengths, or as you see him doing some unconventional things and some things that even shock you?
Man, I think tomorrow, me and you in Vegas and every fucking Packer fan out there, Cali Packer, fucking whole PAG, everybody who's out there is a Packer fan. We're going to be fucking screaming of joy, or we're going to be like, fuck you, motherfucker. So we don't know what's going to fucking happen. It is what it is. But I know tomorrow I will be drinking it up so I don't feel that pain so much in case shit goes sour. But I think there's a lot of pressure when it comes down to having a new quarterback as a starter for your organization, because you want to make sure that Jordan Love goes with the plan to minimize mistakes. I think that Jordan Love, he's ready. He might be a little bit nervous, but this is a rivalry game, a division game, oldest rivalry in the NFL. You're going to play the Chicago Bears for the first time. You want to go out there and take care of business. Yes, there's not going to be a Christian Watson, and that sucks. But hey, you go in a battle with one of the fucking teams that you probably hate the most, and whatever you got on that fucking roster, that's how we're going to go and fucking fight these motherfuckers. There's going to be some crazy shit where we and you in Vegas, we're going to be like, oh, what the fuck? Did he just did that shit? Like the Romeo catch in the preseason. We were like, what the fuck? Was it a catch? Was it not? What, at the end of the day, it was a fucking catch. And we were fucking going all crazy, me and you. So I think tomorrow we're going to see a little bit of everything. But let's hope that the Green Bay Packers, their mind is fucking set to go to Soldier Field and clock these motherfuckers in the mouthpiece and come back out with the W.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, man. And the easy thing to say is, oh man, he gonna go out there. I'm ready. I mean, it's gonna be some bumps. It's gonna be some bruises, but I just want to see LaFleur grow some balls too. Grow some fucking balls, bro. Like, go for it. Go for it. Show confidence in your players and do some things. Be smart too. Like, don't go for it every like don't go for it on 4th and 20 like some dumbass team did. You know what I mean? But I just feel like this team, you got certain players, you got vocal players, you got players like Aaron Jones, you got players like Elton Jenkins, to rally around these rookies. And I think LaFleur again is going to draw up shit where it gets Jordan in a rhythm. You know, you draw up shit. Look for a lot of passes to Aaron Jones. Look for a lot of passes to Dylan. Look for quick outs. You know, look for shit where you get them in a rhythm. You know, once you get that first quarter, that first drive, I feel like once he gets that first drive under his belt, and whether they score or they punt, I think he's gonna calm down. I think he's gonna be a little jittery. But again, he been in the league 3 years, bro. It's not no fucking. He's not coming straight out of college. He's been in the league, bro. People fail to realize that. Just come on now. Like I said, you fail to realize that man been here for 3 years, bro. He played in Philly. He played with Kansas City that game. He's already had snap. I don't understand what people overlooking at. Like people overlooking like this man been in the fucking league 3 years, bro. It's 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. He played a game before. You know what I'm saying? He not tripping over himself out there. He don't look fucking like. I feel like LaFleur has like it's already sunk in, man. And LaFleur is gonna do what he gotta do. He know he gotta lean. You gotta. I mean, come on. You gotta run Aaron Jones to the ground. You gotta run Dylan. You gotta get these tight ends open. You know, and I should have asked this too. Like, it's a lot on Joe Barry too, bro. Get them motherfuckers off the field. We don't need no long drives. Get them the fuck off the field. Because the more they're on the field, the more our offense is on the field. So it's a challenge to everybody. It's a challenge to the defense, Jair and all these boys. Get them niggas off the fucking field, bro. They ain't shit. I didn't see you clamp Justin Jefferson. So more all that little chippy shit he talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna see. You know what I mean? Once he gritty in on your ass, don't trip. So LaFleur, he needs to have every side of the ball ready. Barry, he need to go to Barry. I think having Pasaccia on that sideline, you know he don't give a fuck. He cusses. He's vocal. That was a good thing by LaFleur too. Inserting him, and I think Clemens is gonna have Jordan ready too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a good supporting cast, man. He got a supporting cast, whereas these motherfuckers ain't gonna be about no sugarcoating shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be, hey, get this shit together, man. So that's all I got to say on that. I don't know if you're ready for your segment. We can go ahead and do that. I know I had one more question, but we're gonna go ahead and turn this shit over to Nate's segment, so we gonna get y'all in here, man, because I want to hear a lot of shit what y'all got going on. But right now, man, it's time to get into this segment, man, with Big Nate, man. What's your swag?
What up? What up? You know what time it is? What's your swag? You know, I'm gonna tell you what my swag is. I'm gonna drink my motherfucking Mickey's, and then we're gonna fucking roll. So let me do this real quick. You know, Big Nate has to get his drink on first, motherfuckers.
You up there, Bakhtiari. I don't want to interrupt you in your segment, but you up there, Bakhtiari, in right now.
I would like to have a contest with Bakhtiari. Right now, I'm just trying to take it easy. So, one more chug, and we're gonna roll this shit. So, what's your swag? Packer fans, all Packer fans, you know, whether we win or lose, me and fucking Vegas, we got your back. We don't give a fuck. We repping our team with loyalty and with pride. We don't got time like some of these fucking clowns that once your team lose, you want to make fun of it. Well, we don't roll like that. You're either a fucking real Packer fan or you're a fucking clown. Simple as that. But to all you Packer fans, do not get discouraged if we don't see a fucking title this year. Let's just keep in mind, it's a new era in Green Bay, new standards, new quarterback. But you never know. Do not get discouraged. This is just a sign of good things to come. We might see a great quarterback in the making, for the next 30 or 15 years. General Manager Gooden Coons. At times we question your motherfucking job. Were you doing your fucking job? Why are you fucking drafting these type of players? Why are you doing this and why are you doing that? Maybe it was the previous quarterback that was trying to fucking get you fired. Who knows? But I had to tip my hat to you, general manager. I think you did a great job this year. I think you have done a great job the previous year. Fans demanded change, and you did it. You brought change to the Green Bay Packers team, to the Green Bay Packers fan base. You got rid of the team. You got rid of players that you think it was time to go and bring in some young, faster players to this fucking team. So I tip my hat to you. Christian Watson, you were a fucking big name's pick. What the fuck are you doing? Why can't you fucking nurse that fucking hamstring injury? You came into the league last year with the same fucking injury. What the fuck is going on? I just hope that your career is not defined by that fucking hamstring injury. Because if it is, you're gonna make Big Nate look fucking bad. By Atari, I just hope you ready to fucking go. If you got time to be at Bucks game fucking drinking it up like Big Nate, you better fucking have that leg ready to go, and you better fucking play the full game. Don't be a bitch about it. You want to bring that heat, talk about it, be about it, make it happen. And with that being said, there's your fucking dagger. What up, Vegas? Go ahead.
Say chugging like Big Nate, man. I don't know if he can fuck with Big Nate. I don't know if he can fuck with Big Nate, man. Good segment, man. Good segment this week, man. I like that, man. I mean, Big Nate, man. He pretty much saying, man, motherfuckers. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all have fucking 6 months, man. Get this shit ready. Get this shit together. Challenging everybody, man. He challenging everybody, man. Get your fucking game face on and get y'all ass out there and do what the fuck y'all need to do. So we're gonna pop it off to my segment, man. And we're gonna pop it off, man, with Vegas segment, man. First week of laying the pack down, man. Laying the pack down. So what does laying the pack down mean, man? I mean, laying the pack down is what we fucking do. You know what I'm saying? What we been doing. Especially to this motherfucking division. You know what I mean? And we got the Bears on the schedule. You know what I mean? The history with the Bears. Who the fuck is the Bears? But a team of fucking chokers. Chokers. Doinking. You know what I mean? Fucking just giving us they are little brothers. You know what I mean? So that's what laying the pack down is. You go out there and you lay the pack down on these motherfuckers tomorrow. You show them bitches we been owning this motherfucking division. We been the motherfuckers y'all look up to. Minnesota want to be. The Lions think they are. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Lions, man. Get y'all shit together, bro. Y'all was 2-3 catches away from losing the motherfucking game. You know what I mean? Motherfucker if he didn't bobble the motherfucking ball and it go in your cornerback fucking hands. Come on now. Kansas City ain't got no fucking defense. Bunch of motherfuckers out there, they come on now. Philly put up 35 on them motherfuckers in the Super. Should have beat them. If it wasn't for them choking. But come on, man. Like, lay the pack down on them bitches tomorrow. You know what I mean? We still own you bitches. We still y'all landlords. You know what I mean? So tomorrow is the rent due. You know what I mean? Go collect your rent in their house. Like I told y'all, it don't matter if it's in Soldier Field or if it's in Green Bay. It's the same outcome. Y'all go out there and play like y'all been playing, been owning. You know what I mean? This the only come on Bears fans. This the only year you motherfuckers got some confidence. Cause y'all know the old landlord he done passed over. He done passed over the reins. So I'm out there. I'm fucking challenging all these motherfuckers, bro. LaFleur, call them plays, bro. You one of the best to me. You up there with Kyle. You up there with Sean McVay. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers is inventive. You know how to use what you got. Christian Watson, I don't know what the fuck going on. You need to be doing some curls with your legs and shit. You need to be doing some squats or something. You in these motherfucking hamstrings and shit. You need to get this shit together, bro. You too fucking good. We count on you. You number one, bro. I don't remember Devontae going down with no bullshit or Jordy going down. I mean, he put a fucking AC. He did an ACL one time, but when we needed them, they was there. You gotta fucking challenge yourself, boy. Boy, Dobbs, same thing, bro. If he go down, you need to be ready. But I got faith in my other boys, the new boys in town. I got faith in Heath. I got faith in Wicks. Me and Nate called both of them. We said it. Both of them gonna make the team. Torrey, motherfucker. Can I see some shit this year? You know what I mean? Have you improved? Musgrave, Kraft. I know you boys ready. Jair, come on, man. Shut this motherfucker down tomorrow. Shut these bitches up. Stop having. Why are you letting these motherfucking wide receivers have? Listen, Justin Jefferson ain't had shit to say after that game last year. Nothing. Gary, take your time, bro. We know what you are. We know what you're gonna be. We want you to get the bag. We want to keep you here. Don't overexert yourself. But come out, do what you got to do. Rookies, do your fucking thing. Van Ness, man. Y'all go out there and fucking represent this G, bro. Lay the pack down on these bitches tomorrow, bro. I'm not fucking playing, bro. I'm better not come out there looking stale and stagnant and all that shit, man. Do your fucking Bakhtiari, bitch. We owe you 20 some million. If I see you on a motherfucking bite tomorrow, or if I see motherfucking somebody over there that ain't you, I'm gonna be pissed because you was all of a sudden you was Packers once you know, but all this little whispering shit. You wanna go chill with your boys over in Green Bay, the AFC Green Bay and shit. Like, bro, put all that doubt to the side, man. For real, bro. Like, it's a lot of people this year got to prove themselves. Aaron Jones, quit fumbling, bro. Quit fumbling. Dylan, can you be a for show? Like, can we for sure see something that first year you did your thing? We had 2,000-yard running backs, but last year you weren't too great for me. You know what I'm saying? Savage, bitch, motherfucker. And I don't mean be calling y'all bitches, bro, but y'all pissing me off with y'all play, and y'all not ready and shit, man. Like, come on, man. Like, the NFL needs to start doing something about that. These boys don't play, they don't collect no checks. Cause I don't feel like it's fair for players to collect checks, man, and not be playing. Like, you get demoted or something, motherfucker. You get demoted, you demote your money. You know what I'm saying? We paying you motherfuckers too much. So y'all better go out there, man, prove this shit. Shut these weak ass Bear fans up. Bear down. Bear down on these nuts. That's what they need to be doing. We need to be celebrating a victory tomorrow. I ain't taking nothing less. You know what I'm saying? I want victory tomorrow. Y'all better march in that bitch, kick the door open, slap them bitches around, bop, 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 and let them know we ain't laying down for you motherfuckers. We ain't laying down, bro. We ain't laying down. This our division. And the Lions, you motherfuckers, y'all better. You see, I ain't thinking about Minnesota. Fuck Minnesota, man. But tomorrow, man, go in there, lay the pack down, man. Come out there with the victory. Jordan Love, do your thing. Show them boys this shit ain't over. This shit just started. And that's it, man. So that's how you got to go in there, man. Lay the fucking pack down on them punk ass Bears, man. For real.
I love your segment, Vegas. Laying down the pack down. That's dope. And honestly, Vegas is calling out every motherfucker. They better do their fucking job tomorrow. And that's the bottom line. And it starts with the coaches, defensive coordinator, and all the players. You want to go beat these fucking Bears? Let's make it happen. And I want to add up a little something, if you allow me to,
Go
Vegas,
ahead,
with
bro.
the
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
laying
ahead. Go
down the
ahead.
pack down. Fuck the Bears, fuck the Detroit Lions, and fuck the Vikings. Detroit
Fuck 'em.
Lions, one fucking game is not gonna define your fucking season. So stop fucking crying like a little bitches that you guys are, and just play football. Learn how to fucking win, baby. Learn when to
Right.
fold them and when not to.
Right.
Chicago, you motherfuckers were owned by the previous quarterback, and you're about to get owned by Jordan Love, just like your fucking owner owns you fucking fuckers. The
Right.
Vikings, you motherfuckers just look pretty with the fucking skirt. So fuck you guys. Go ahead, Vegas.
Yeah, man. You're right, man. I mean, it's just shouldn't nothing change, man. Shouldn't nothing change, but the man under center, and you sprinkling in some new talent. That's all it take, man. Last year was very winnable. A lot of shit could have went different last year. It's just the game plan and the motherfucker who went all in. Ain't that that was the same motherfucker told us the RELAX. You know, he didn't do the same thing. So it's a new day in Green Bay, man. It's a new that's fun about it. Now if now I'm not gonna even put that out there in the universe. I'm on nothing but victory, especially against these motherfuckers, bro. Especially against them. That's the thing, bro. It's like nobody other than him, man. Like them, man. We got to. So that's just laying the pack down. It's a philosophy. Lay the pack down on any fucking team you play. You know what I mean? You've been there, you've done it, and you know, like who you playing for, bro? You playing for this team, man. So do your fucking thing, bro. Do your thing out there tomorrow. So that's pretty much gonna conclude episode 2 between me and Nate, me and my co-host. Um, now we allowing other people to join in. The link is in the comments. Anybody want to come in, join us right now. We open to letting you guys in and letting us know predictions and shit like that. So Nate, you got more of the shit to say, man? Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. You know, y'all want to
Well,
join in?
real quick, Vegas. Hopefully, we can get a few people in. I
Okay.
need to drop off my daughter's boyfriend back to
Okay.
his house, but I'm gonna leave this on right now. I'm gonna do that quick, and I'll be back. But
Go ahead.
hopefully, hopefully we can get a few people in, and then hopefully we can just talk a little bit Packers predictions. What do you guys think about this rivalry, especially for Jordan Love starting his first rivalry on his career?
Right. That's cool. We'll jump back in whenever you can, whatever. You know, if you
I'm
want
gonna
to.
wait until somebody hops in. That way, I don't want to leave you hanging like that.
No, you good. I mean, I see. I got plenty of shit to talk about. I got
Okay,
plenty more to talk about. So if you want to go ahead, do what you got to do.
I'll be
Leave your
back. I'm
seat
gonna leave the
open, or
camera on. So,
that's cool. Or leave your seat, whatever you want to do. Don't matter to me.
all right, I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, so I'm definitely giving y'all the opportunity to join in with me right now. Joining, it was the end of episode 2, man. Great episode. Again, I'm just ready to get this game started, bro. I'm just ready to go out here and fucking play, bro. I'm ready to watch these boys play. I ain't playing, but I mean, you know, get this shit going, bro. Like, let's see, man. And again, no better team to start off our journey, to start off the next um decade or whatever. The Bears, man. It's perfect. It's perfect, man. It's perfect for Jordan. And I love the NFL. I love the NFL for what they do. The NFL, their scheduling and where they place games and stuff like they made sure to put that game in the prime time slot. The Packers, the Bears, they that's crazy, like to put that in the afternoon too. What is it? 1:20. Well, it's 1:25 my time, so I might be able to get some sleep. But I'm gonna get up and let me look at the NFL schedule tomorrow. See some early games. Thank God I'm blessed to have that Sunday ticket. So let's look at some of these games tomorrow, man. Some interesting games, bro. We got new quarterbacks in places. We got new good players in places. Tomorrow, we got at 1 p.m. What the fuck? Wait, is this Eastern times? Oh, those Eastern times. So they normally 10 o'clock my time. But we got the Saints and the Titans. Derek Carr in New Orleans now. That's going to be a good game. I'm going to take the Saints in that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even want to pick these games. I ain't fan of y'all games, y'all teams. Anybody who's viewing, if you want to jump in the StreamYard, the link is in the comments. If you want to jump in, voice your opinion about tomorrow. You just have to click the link if you haven't before. Then you got the Vikings playing the Buccaneers tomorrow. Baker Mayfield, Vikings, no Dalvin Cook. It's a good game for them. Commanders. People saying watch out for the Commanders, man. They got a new quarterback over there too. So you think they playing the Cardinals, so that's like a win by default. Niners and the Steelers. Now I heard a lot of people are up on the Steelers this year. But everybody talking about how 49ers are a fucking like super team in the build. But they got Purdy or some shit, some dude named Purdy or something. Like I don't really know y'all teams like that, but I heard 49ers, man, they got rid of Trey Lance, so I guess whoever they got starting, they seen more in him. Browns and the Bengals, another division game going down. Titans and the Saints, that's the South. That's a division game. Browns and the Bengals. What? I don't understand people up on the Browns. Who the fuck? Well, they got Deshaun. I forgot the Browns had Deshaun Watson, so that should be an interesting game, man. But the Bengals, man, ain't shit changed. I don't think so. they still got that man at quarterback. So Falcons and Panthers, another big division game in the South. Texans and Ravens, come on now. Colts and Jaguars, we 425, 425, 425. We 425. Jaguars and the Colts. The Jags. Can Mr. Lawrence do the same thing he did, lead his team to the playoffs next year? And the Colts got that new QB, rookie. It's a rookie right there. They got us. Eagles and the Patriots. Ain't got shit going on. Rams and the Seahawks. Geno. Is Geno going to be the man again? We don't know. But we're going to see. I mean, one thing about Geno, all he had to do was game manage. He had to set the world on fire. The numbers he put up last year was, enough. Wasn't like all worldly numbers. Dolphins, Chargers. Whew, that's a good game. A lot of good afternoon games. I ain't gonna be able to watch because I'm gonna be focused. I'll probably be able to maybe flick the channel. At commercials and shit. Cause I ain't gonna watch no fucking kickoff. So I probably flick channels. Raiders, Broncos. Sean Payton in Denver. A coach I like Sean Payton, man. I always felt like Sean Payton was a good coach. But was his legacy built on Drew Brees? And I'm not gonna ever say what's the name? Russell Wilson is Drew Brees. Never. Not at his height. I don't think Russell Wilson was better than Drew Brees. And the Raiders, who they got? Garoppolo, right? If he's healthy, if he don't fucking hurt himself putting his makeup on and shit. That should be a good game, though. That's a toss-up, man. But I don't know. I mean, Garoppolo. I want to see what he do with I want to see what he do with Devontae. I heard Devontae's not happy out this way, but he got what he asked for. But that's all media. Let's not feed into no media and what the media feels. Again, y'all, if y'all want to join in, feel free. Link is in the comments. And then Sunday night football is the Cowboys and the Giants. The Cowboys. Boy, I tell you, them Cowboys. They something else. Would have loved to see our game that day. I mean, who would they probably have put? They would have put either us or probably the Cowboys, I think. And people are trying to say, oh, well, um, Green Bay. Nah. Like, bro. I don't give a fuck who we play and what time we play. I mean, this year with us, and I think I say we, us, and the Jets, the Jets, the Cowboys, Raiders, Broncos. Yeah, they got a new coach. Raiders, new QB. Chargers, still the Chargers. Dolphins, Jalen Ramsey. Rams, ain't shit really changed. I don't know if Matthew Stafford's playing. Seahawks, they kind of want to see what's going on with them. Patriots, hey, what the fuck gonna go on with dude they had, what's his name, the quarterback for the Patriots? They trying to see if he's still, if he's worth, because I think this is last year, and do Belichick need to go and ride into the sunset? Eagles, were they frauds last year? Eagles, were they frauds last year? Was all that shit a fluke? Get to the big game and choked. Where you hiding? I'm talking about you. He was crying. I never seen a man cry till I seen a man die. Is the Eagles gonna have him crying again this year? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dog. He had that Michael Jordan cry. AJ, I need a screenshot of that cry from where you're hiding for that Eagles game, bro. Hilarious, bro. That was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. I ain't never laughed so hard. Bears, I don't know. Do they really got a storyline over them? Is Justin Fields really the future? I mean, they changed up a lot of shit in Chicago, but a losing season this year, I mean, yeah, they can get number one pick and all that, but it started from the top to the bottom, man. I mean, us, Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love, the end of a Hall of Fame. What can this organization become without a Hall of Fame QB? And maybe have they, everybody gonna be looking for us to like one of the biggest games, bro. Like we prime time on Fox, out here. Well, no, Central. Like, see, that's what lucky I got that Chicago, and they got who favorite to win. Chicago favorite to win. Philly favorite. Like, again, do we have that QB for the future, or do we have to go back to the drawing board? I mean, that was the reason I think they gave him that extra year. We'll know. We will know at the end of the season whether Jordan is the man that give another opportunity to. Because you got to understand, y'all, we've seen players like Joe Flacco win a Super Bowl. We've seen Nick Foles win a Super Bowl. We've seen Matt Ryan get close to winning a Super Bowl. We've seen Matthew Stafford win a Super Bowl. So it's very reasonable for you to not have, a top five QB and win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's very possible. I never fucking Joe Flacco win the Super Bowl. He was on fire, and that's what it's about, bro. You know, to me, Josh Allen, one of the best QBs in the fucking league, bro. Got his ass been getting his ass bounced. You know, what's dude in Minnesota? Christian Ponder? Is it Christian Ponder? What was the dude made it? He made it to the NFC Championship. He made it to the NFC Championship with Minnesota. Him and Stephon Diggs had that lucky ass pass. Texans, they ain't shit. Then they got a new QB, but they gonna be at the bottom of the league. You already know that. Ravens, Lamar got a bag. Finally got his bag. Got OBJ out there. Let's see what he do. Falcons, like a run heavy ass team. Bunch of young cats too. A young team. We see them next week. Panthers, new QB. Atlanta favored to win that game, of course. Bengals, Case Keenum. There you go, TR. There you go. Case Keenum got them bitches to the NFC Championship game, so it's possible, Bengals, again, another team like too much talent. To me, the Bengals got too much talent, bro, and they've been there. You know what I'm saying? Browns, you gave this man 230 million guaranteed. You gave this man 230 million guaranteed. He better pay off for the Browns. It's a lot of good storylines. Steelers, again, young team with some motherfucking dudes out there. Shout out to the homies. Go Pack. HPOV, what's up, brother? Again, link in the comments if y'all want to join in and say anything. Y'all want to rally, cry tomorrow. Y'all want to put your prediction, whatever. Y'all want to jump in here. The link's up there, please. Steelers, again, another young team. People damn near picking them to win that division, which is crazy. Like, how y'all, the Steelers still got TJ, still got what, Fitzpatrick now, right? Minka. TR on the stage. What's up, TR?
Would it be Vegas? Just want to say hi. I mean, up there all alone, Big Nate leaves you.
Yeah, he let me on the stage by myself.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff going on, so I didn't jump in earlier.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I was listening in, and I think you guys do a great, entertaining podcast. Some of the takes I don't necessarily agree with, but that's what's great about being a fan, right? We can have our differing opinions.
Yeah, definitely.
But in the end, we just want to have fun and have a successful team. I mean, that's what we want.
And we won't get back to the promised land, man. It's been too goddamn long.
It has been, and it's hard. I think it's difficult to get there, especially if you're year after year, like for 30 years. Most of those years you're drafting near the bottom of the order, so you're not getting all those blue chip high picks all the time. So you're always trying to make do. And that's the beauty of the NFL is you can become a victim of your own success. And, there's turnover. One team can be trash one year, and then next year they come out of the gate and surprise everyone. And I think that's what we're hoping with this team this year is that they can do that.
Right. And I feel like it's like I said, it's a little bit of both, sprinkling both. Definitely drafting, and I think as much shit we want to give this man um about not picking wide receivers in the first round, I think
Yeah,
he's building something where it's like all I gotta do is plug a player here. If I can luckily, because again, remember we was talking about that, it was like, damn, we was talking about that in KH podcast, is like, at least um Goot is in the conversation with players. He might not get the player, but he's at least having conversations. And
yeah,
you know, like I said before, I was like, well, a lot of these cats are young. It's Green Bay. There ain't no nightlife. You know what I mean? It can pretty
yeah.
much go to practice, have dinner, and take your ass home. So, a lot of these younger cats are LA, the nightlife, Vegas nightlife, so
Sure,
Miami nightlife, Texas nightlife, even like places like New Orleans and stuff like that, they're more attractive. Even Chicago, it's more attractive because you just have that nightlife. You're able to have fun after practice and shit like that. So um
sure.
but
And
I think
I grew up there. I got to defend what the hell Wisconsin a little bit because
right,
there are things to do. It's not
right.
like it's Siberia and it's void of anything to go do. I
Hmm.
mean, a lot of players, if they want a bigger city vibe, I mean, Milwaukee's not too far away. There's a lot of
No,
good nightlife in Appleton and things like that.
right.
But also, the beauty of it is that it gives them an opportunity to really clamp down and concentrate on football and their career. They don't have all that
Right.
extra crap going on. And the
Exactly.
Packers very much look for specific types of people that they bring into the organization. They're not going
Yeah.
to bring in a dude who's all about the flash and the jewelry and the
Yeah.
paparazzi and all that.
Yeah.
Is that dude's not going to fit into the organization?
Right.
And the guy might have the best talent in the world, but if he doesn't fit with the team and the philosophy of everything, it can be a waste.
Right. And yeah, I mean, to me they look for more of those family oriented players, players with families, players that's
Sure.
younger, players with a lot to prove. So I mean, I just understand what Goot draft process is like I said, building for longevity, building for players that we can develop and want to be here for a while. And a lot of those guys stay around. They stay around for a good chunk of their careers. I mean, we seldom have those 3 to 4 or 5 year guys that split. I mean, only cases I could really
Yeah.
say is like she was talking about him earlier, Micah Hyde. Like that was a guy who I felt like was gone too soon. Casey Hayward
Yeah.
was guys we drafted that were gone too
Yeah.
soon. Um, but that was a different regime. I don't think Goot lets a player like Micah Hyde or Casey Hayward walk out the door without trying
Sure.
to, But that was Thompson. He was a little, egotistical in his approach to the drafts, and I found one, I
Mm.
could do it again. Maybe I don't want to say that, but one, when you draft a player like Aaron Rodgers, your head got to be a little, bloated a little bit, where you think
No.
that, what I mean, where you think that letting guys like that walk, um, will pay off for you. You can easily replace those
Yeah.
type of guys, but it's hard. It's hard in this
Yeah.
league, man. So what do you?
And
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
just to defend that take a little bit is that I don't think every team bats 1,000. Every team does make mistakes in who they let walk and everything.
Right.
If we're talking about Micah Hyde specifically, in my opinion, I thought he was a solid player, a good contributor, especially on special teams, but I didn't think he was special. He turned out to be special, but at the time, I didn't hate that move. So my point is, it's always easier to have these criticisms after the fact. Hindsight
True.
is always 2020, and you say, "Oh, we could have had this guy. We should have done this or that." Hey,
Right.
life is crazy, and no one bats a thousand. Period.
No, they don't. I mean, we're human, so we all make mistakes. We're not
Yeah,
perfect, of course, and I'm not gonna, kind of hang that over his head. But I'm just saying that sometimes, you don't have what you don't know what you got till it's gone. You know what I'm saying? That was a couple
yeah,
cases. That was a couple
yeah,
cases where it's like, like when we let James Jones go and then he came back and fucking balled out that year
yeah,
was a reason we got to the NFC Championship that year. And
yeah,
it's just it's business too. What can you afford? So that plays a lot too.
yeah,
And some players are just willing to test that market, man, no matter if you drafted them or not. So
yeah.
what?
Those are
So
good. Those are really good points. And at the
right,
end of the day, money talks.
money
I
talks.
mean, you people can say, "Oh, he doesn't want to go to Green Bay." Well, if the dollars are there, he'll go to Green Bay.
Right, right,
So,
and yeah, because that was a big thing with OBJ was just like they wouldn't offer me enough. Like, come on, I mean,
yeah,
at the end of the day, Super Bowl ring or not, that shit is not guaranteed. Ain't no rings guaranteed. And
yeah,
like the Rams, they lucky they came across with that ring because if they would have lost that Super Bowl and they put themselves behind so much, all giving up all them first round picks, all that
yeah,
money to Stafford, like it's the risk. But I don't want to be that risky. I don't want to take risks
yeah.
like that. I
I,
don't.
I, yeah, I agree with you. I hate mortgaging the future for today.
Right,
I mean, there's no reason you can't build for both now and the future. It just
right, and,
might not look exactly like we as fans want it to.
right. And that's what's so exciting about this season. Is like,
Yeah,
you know, win, lose, or draw, it's still gonna be exciting just to see, the organization having to rebuild as somebody, as a person said we were doing. Like really want to rebuild. We still got a nucleus, but that's what sports is about, man. Teams have to um go through that. Look at the Patriots, they're going through that.
yeah,
We had to go through that, but we stay relevant because we were willing to. We people don't understand that. And like I said, that first cage. I mean, okay, I said cage. TR. Sorry.
no, you're fine.
Um, for us to win a division 9 years in a row and be in the playoffs 9 years in a row, that shit is tough. But
Yeah,
that is from who you draft, who you draft and just to stay relevant, just to stay on the tongue of we haven't had a when last time we had a top 10 pick? Bakhtiari?
oh, Bakhtiari was a fourth round pick.
No, not
Um,
Bakhtiari. Fuck.
well,
Bulaga, right? When he a top 10 pick?
he was at the bottom of the second round. We were, or the first round,
Bulaga?
I should say. He was somewhere in the 20s when he was drafted.
Damn. So that just yeah,
I'm
that just
thinking
shows.
like, what was Gary? Gary was
Yeah.
12.
12.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it had to be AJ Hawk at 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a now you talking about what? Oh five?
Yeah, it was like the year after Rogers.
Mike Sherman and damn near and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
that,
yeah,
that
Mike
long ago.
Sherman.
Right. So,
Oh, brother. But
we
yeah,
oh man, the dark ages.
yeah,
Um,
we just are always picking near the bottom of the rounds.
yeah, man.
And I think
So
let me ask you this.
okay.
I have my own opinion, but I think what Goot has done with like accumulating picks in the high, like what he did on his first draft with Jair, that trade and those
Hmm.
types of things. I think he's a genius at accumulating more good picks. What do
Listen,
you think?
yes. I mean, I told y'all he is one of the probably the best GM in the league that I know at restructuring. The people he have under him who know how to rework these salary caps and get under the salary cap,
Yeah,
and I mean that's a testament to the players too, willing to take a little less to stay. But I mean, how he's able to rework and maneuver money and I mean, any other team for what we
yeah,
did I mean for Zadarius and I mean how he knew how to maneuver to get those three players in here and I mean that's a hats off to him.
yeah,
The man has some good traits. He has some
yeah,
good traits. And again, if he hit on this Love pick, if Love becomes another decade long quarterback with success and a ring, what can you say, man? You'd be like, fuck, I don't know if he'll be around that long, but Love is his baby. Here's to
yeah.
say, you know what I'm saying?
It, it's
He
his legacy. His legacy
right,
is on the line with that
right,
pick. Yeah,
right. Same thing with Thompson and Rogers. Coming off
yes,
Favre, because Favre was what's name pick. I mean he brung him over. Ron Wolf, right?
yes,
So Ron Wolf brung over Favre, and now
yes,
Thompson drafted Rogers. This is his legacy. This is going to tell us how long Goot is going to be in the building. And if he hits it out the park, and Love is a fraction of what Aaron is, because we don't need him to actually be Aaron. I think that'll get us in the danger zone again. But I don't think Goot allows himself to bankroll his season on a QB all the time. I feel like we still had enough
yeah,
to get there, but I felt like Thompson was bankrolling a lot of them seasons, putting more emphasis on the offense than the defense, put more emphasis on Rodgers than this, and getting play. Oh, he's good enough. He could get anybody around him. It don't matter who's around him. He can still get us to the promised land. That was too much of that going on. So I feel like Goot has a different approach. He's willing to test the waters. He's willing to talk to free agents. He's willing to get people in here. He's willing to give guys who still got something in the tank. Look at Campbell. He's Preston. Look at Z. Um, you know,
yeah,
and he knows how to draft. I mean, look at Elton.
yeah,
Look at Jair. A couple of them haven't panned out, but look at Gary. Look at Clark. It's crazy, and hopefully Quay, hopefully Aaron Jones was Thompson, right?
yes.
Okay, so Aaron Jones was Thompson. Dylan, I mean, he's done. He spots. He has an eye for it. It's just we
Yeah,
don't have 1 through 31 pick. We can only pick where,
yeah,
but like you said, maneuvering and able to jump and still get something out of it. But like
yeah.
you said, this is baby. And his baby, he what did he do? He traded a second to move up to get Jordan, right? Second or
I,
third?
I thought it was a fourth rounder, but
Fourth.
I
Okay.
could be wrong. I could be wrong because they moved up what
Right.
four spots,
Right.
something
Right.
like that.
Because they leapfrog, I think, New England. Did they trade with New England or something? Who the fuck? I forgot who they traded with.
To be honest, I forget. I
Me
forget
too.
how that went.
So,
Yeah.
right. So, man,
Yeah,
he the best at it.
I I think as time goes on, obviously the NFL changes,
Right.
the league changes, and the way you have to do business is always changing.
Right.
So at a certain point, you need to bring in new blood to do things differently, and I think Gutenkunst has done a pretty good job at maneuvering the new landscape.
Right.
Um, and in addition, you talk about these contracts and in the magic the accountants are doing with all the numbers and in those types of things. the unique thing about the Packers is that Gutenkunst and his immediate staff do not do contract negotiations and things like that. They have Russ Ball, who is almost like an equal to Gutenkunst.
Right.
He does all the negotiations and contracts and legal stuff.
Right.
So they kind of have a division of duties in the upper management that seems to really work.
Right.
So we gotta kind of give Mark Murphy a little credit for that, even though he comes across a little like howdy doody, you know.
Yeah. He's a little like type, sometimes, but I mean, like I said, I mean, you know, I I can't imagine being in their shoes for, one draft or two or 10,
Yeah.
yeah, Russ Ball, I feel Russ Ball is a genius, man. I feel like he's one of those guys like, how old is Russ? Russ is what?
How
I
old
don't know.
is he?
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't
he's
know for them.
he's probably a little older than me. He's probably in his
Okay.
fifties.
Do you
I think.
do you think he would be a successor to Mark? Most likely.
No,
No. Okay.
no. Actually, from what we all understand, it's going to be Ed Policy is kind of being groomed for that position.
Okay.
And I believe his dad and his family were pretty uh, important to running the 49ers organization when they were winning Super Bowls with Montana and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So so he has good pedigree and apparently he's sharp and being groomed for the position. So but
Right.
of course we'll see what will actually happen.
Yeah, we had a lot of history with coaches and a lot of shit from the 49ers, man. Because what McCarthy was on that 49ers,
Yeah.
wasn't he? Right.
Yes, yes, sir.
Right.
And obviously we got Holmgren, and he was
Oh,
the
great.
OC
Right.
at San Francisco. So
Right.
there
Right.
is there, I mean, the NFL is kind of like a cool boys club,
Yeah. Right.
right?
Right.
I mean, once you're in, they all kind of there's nepotism
Right.
and things like that. But hopefully, you're always bringing in people who can be successful
Right.
and youthful and look at things in a new way.
Yeah. And you think I mean a lot of w- our organization we get poached a lot. Um San Francisco get poached a lot. I mean, we're just
Yep,
just one of those organizations um, that people are already always eyeing. Our
yeah,
offensive line coaches, DB coaches. It's
yeah,
like coaches. They always eyeing our coaches. I mean, Chicago got what, two of them.
yeah,
Uh, so it's just the to me the way these organizations are built. They're they're like you said, they're it's a nucleus. It's always that like revolving door of when I'm gone, there's somebody behind me who's under my wing and shit
hmm
like that. So I mean, one of the rare thing, I mean, which was actually surprising to me that they made Pasaccia a fucking assistant. I was like, whoa, that was kind of surprising
interesting.
for him to
Yeah,
stay in house, and get more. I like his coaching style. It's kind of an old school kind of, get in your
yeah,
face. I don't like, yeah, we men at the end of the day, they men, they all grown men, but I like them ones that kind of like will like get vocal. You know what I'm saying? Like and
yeah,
right,
yeah. You got to demand respect, and it appears that he's gained the respect and love of a lot of players.
right,
And it's about, like you said, being a man and being straightforward and looking a
right,
guy in the eye and saying, this is the way we're going to do it, and here's why.
right. Right.
But I think that was a great move to make him assistant head coach. He's obviously a veteran coach. He's worthy of being a head coach in the NFL. So it kind of keeps him in our staff. You can give him a raise, and
Mhm.
hopefully LaFleur can lean on some of that experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's just a little more. Lafleur, he's so like he's such a finesse guy. Like everything has to go right for his thing for his shit to work. And now I feel like you have that voice behind you. You have like that motherfucker, like, hey, we need to go for that shit, or this what I see, or just somebody to lean on, bro. Like
Yep.
I think he tried to like LaFleur is a guy that like he has success with the better the success with the people around him. You know what I'm saying? Like the better the people are
Yeah.
around him, it makes him, because he gets a little complacent out there. He gets complacent. He kind of gets like a little bit. It seems like he's all over the place, but he once his shit ain't working, you know what I'm saying? Like if his shit not working, his sweeps and all that shit not working. And I just feel like it's gonna be a different thing because now you got a quarterback listening to what the fuck is going on, and he doesn't know more ball than
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the motherfucker we had felt like there's nothing you could tell me about ball. You could just
Exactly. Yeah.
show me where you want me to go. But I feel like so now you got a player in there that's um ready to show us what look this is going to expose LaFleur's playbook a lot, and I just felt like he's going to be a lot more unconventional than he was. I think we run the ball more, but he gets the ball, he gets that boy in rhythm more, and things. And because Jordan is willing to take what he can get, not trying to just make plays, But
Yeah.
that's what I feel.
Yeah, that's a very good observation, and I do agree with that. I mean, Aaron Rodgers always thought he was the smartest guy in the room wherever he was, and I imagine that can be a bit challenging to work with at times. Um, and the other point I thought is interesting about being a leader of men, I think most of us have experienced it in our personal lives, in our careers. What we're doing is that the best leaders give you room to do your job and to do it, to give you leeway um, to make decisions and grow and learn. Um, and I guess I hope Lafleur is taking on that type of approach because as a head coach, you kind of oversee the whole thing, but you allow your coaches, your special teams coaches, your defensive coordinators to run things as um, they feel they need to. You got to give the staff that works under you enough power. You need to empower them to do their job, but you got to be the leader to make the tough decisions and organize things and do all that. Um, and hopefully, Lafleur is growing into that type of a leader. Um, it also, I'm not always crazy about coaches who like call the defense or the offense. A lot of times I like to see head coaches that kind of oversee everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. Does that make sense? Kind of
yeah, yeah.
like
Because
how
yeah, I think he was he like that makes total sense, bro. And I think because look at Joe Burry. I said Burry, Joe Barry, and
yeah,
and the shit he was just doing, and it was like, you know, you can't just you just can't let people, because your job is on the line too. Like like he said that at a press
yeah,
conference. He was like, I'm too busy focusing on what I gotta do and
yeah,
putting little emphasis on every. You gotta be. I want Matt LaFleur to become. He needs to be balanced. He
yeah,
don't. You don't have to score 50 fucking points to beat teams in this league. You don't. You know what I'm saying? You can. You
yeah,
could. you can if you play the law of averages. I say you can be a Super Bowl champion, man. Just 27, 27 or more. You don't have to fucking
Yeah.
defense, man. You was too busy worrying about your scheme and what you was doing and who's on your side of the ball. You start neglecting it, and Goot is getting how many fucking pass? How many players? Eight, nine? Is it nine first rounders on the or eight on the
Defense.
defense?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, come on, and he's giving you great offensive players too. But I think Goot is just like, look, if I could overpower this side, because look at these offenses, man. I mean, you got high power offenses in this league. Yeah, you do. There's a lot of them, and just shoring up run one thing, but just he can't take his eye off the ball, man. He can't just let motherfuckers do what they want to do. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Yeah.
That's why I think got Joe Burry in trouble, man. He fucking did that off the ball shit. 10 yard motherfuckers playing 10 yards off, and you just letting that shit slide. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Like as a leader, like I said, you got to give people enough room to do their job, but everyone needs to be accountable to you, and you got to be the one to make all the difficult decisions. Um, and I think good organizations have that because you gain the respect of the people who work for you. And I see a team, you see the players, they're a team, they have to work together, but the obviously the coaching staff and the front office has to be teams too. They have to work together to achieve a goal. But in the end, there's always going to be one dude or lady who's got to be accountable for it all. On the field, it's Lafleur. With personnel decisions, it's Gutenkunst. With contracts, it's Ball. And everyone reports to Murphy, and he's got to make all the big decisions that's in the best interest of the Packers, from business, the whole, everything under the umbrella. So um, I like the way they structure things. Let's get it done, right? Let's be
right.
accountable. Let's
Yeah,
frickin'
man.
smack someone in the mouth.
Yeah, man. And just keeping that winning mentality, man. Like they know what they playing for. Like, come on now. Like, just can't. I don't know. I don't feel like it's no egos in the ball in the building anymore, and I feel like it's maybe it's some weight taken off his shoulders, man. Maybe he could finally relax. Maybe he don't have to please anybody now. Maybe he can finally exhale. Maybe he could finally, you know, go and call plays and do things that he wanted to try and he you gotta try it, man. I mean, I just felt like I felt like you don't have to cater to you don't have to cater to no one right now. You don't have to prove yourself. You've done things that no other coach has done. You led a team to the NFC Championship. In your first couple years and shit like that. Like get back to what you are, man. And like I said, having somebody like Pasashi in there to be that extra vocal person, a person that's not gonna take no bullshit, a person that's gonna question things and stuff like that. But don't, like you said, don't be letting no motherfuckers just go out there and do what they want to do. Like you respond like that
Yeah.
show that at the end of the day, you get fired for that shit. So why would and you can't just keep letting motherfuckers bail you out. You get bailed out when you're 13-3, you make it to an NFC championship. You get bailed out for things like that. But I've seen Doug Peterson win a fucking Super Bowl and get his ass kicked out of there. But
Yeah.
he went down. He went to another team and is changing the philosophy and things in Jacksonville. So don't don't take your foot off the gas, man. Don't take these fucking games for granted. Don't um don't settle for small victories. Keep improving. Keep pushing each other. Keep being accountable for everything. If you could have
Yeah.
if you scored 20, you could have scored 35. or you held a team to 10, you could have held them to 3. Like, come on now, like every little thing, little nuance and shit like that, you need to correct, and hold a microscope up to and say, hey, motherfucker, we could have held them to 3. You did this wrong. You did that wrong. Just don't be.
Yeah.
That's why I told y'all like we had to get out of that 13-3 shit because he made it 13-3. We finna find out now. Last year we had a winning record. What was 9-8, right? We had 9-8.
Last year, it was
Yeah,
it was so disappointing. I forgot.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying other organizations, that's a win. Like other
Yeah, yeah,
organizations, they can be 500 and that's a win for them. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
the Texas, they'll take that. Like teams like that, they'll take that. Like fucking, you thought the Lions were gonna throw a ticker take parade? Like y'all beat us, y'all put us out. Like we're
yeah.
not hanging. We can't hang our hat up on those little small victories like that. So every little thing need to be under the microscope this year. I feel like not
Yeah,
every little thing. I want to I want to, let Jordan Love know that take your time, man. And if you come out there firing, hey, we'll take it. But we're not going to be as critical. We're going to see like, oh shit, we don't look stagnant. You know what I mean? We ain't putting up eggs out there, but are they going to put a product out there where they're fighting, where they're,
yeah,
you see some evolution throughout the
yeah,
season, whereas not every
yeah,
week we going out there and fucking laying up eggs. And like last year, the fucking offense was just stagnant. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, we'd never seen that before in a
yeah,
while. So, I'm just,
yeah,
let's see what LaFleur do, man. I got faith in him, man. His playbook, and he's willing to evolve with the league. He's not like a McCarthy or nothing like that. I don't feel like he even. I mean, well, they had some good offense with the Cowboys, but maybe that was I forgot what their offensive coordinator. He's a good. I think that motherfucker might be a coach one day. The Cowboys. He went to the
yeah,
Chargers now, right? He's in the Chargers. He's with the
yeah.
Chargers.
He
Yeah,
went
so
somewhere. Yeah,
I think he's with the Chargers. But evolving and play to their man's strengths. I have more than enough. Like I said, I have faith tomorrow, TR, that he's going to get Jordan in rhythm. He's going to call up plays to get him in rhythm, and he knows what he's good at, and I feel like I have faith that he will do that. I'm more worried about Mr. Barry and the shit he does and and the shit he calls out there than I have with LaFleur. What you think?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's hard to know because every year you hear all these things. You hear that the Packers are playing different. They're mixing things up.
Right.
Until they actually do it and produce
We won't know. Right. We won't.
better, I'm not gonna assume anything with this defense. But
Right. Right.
um, the one thing I want to see, I mean, it's going to be a rocky road this year. I'm not, in my opinion, I think it's going to be a lot of ups and downs. That just comes with the
Yeah.
territory with such a
Yeah.
young team.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get discouraged, but I want to see heart. I want to see heart. I want to see that evolution you talked about. Um, yeah, and oh, I forgot the last point I was going to make, but we want to see um, we want to see them be able to win in multiple ways. I don't want to be the team that has to outscore everyone. Well, obviously you have to outscore to win, but
Yeah. But
I don't,
we
I
seen the
don't,
results of that a year. We
yeah,
seen it. We seen one of the greatest offenses ever
yeah, we
in the
don't want to
history
have,
of football.
yeah, we don't want to have to average 35 points a game to
No.
win.
No.
We
No.
want to,
No.
we want to win high scoring games. We want to win low scoring games and everything in
Right.
between. So
Right. Right.
Big
Yeah.
Big Nate is back in the MNFer.
Hey, I had to drive
Yeah.
about 40 minutes to drop my daughter's
Damn.
boyfriend. But I can
Damn. He
hear you
was rough.
better now. I
Okay. Cool.
disconnected and just so it's good.
Okay. Yeah. So you right, man. And you want to see those games that maybe we have to come behind. You want to see those games where it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see us not play down to competition we shouldn't be playing down to. You know what I'm saying? I want to see us
Yeah.
fighting with every game, you know, make it our game. Make it a game where the defense is physical as much as the like fucking
Yeah.
49ers come in 49ers fucking they overly physical and our defense no physicality out of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you letting them motherfuckers
Yep.
march down the field. So matching each team's intensity, I want to
Yep.
see that, and let's be honest, no team is perfect. Patriots proved that. Um but and then when you get hit in the mouth, you get hit in the mouth, so like you said, I just want to see us go out there and put a valuable effort where it's like, okay, I can hang my head up on that, you
Yeah.
know and that's, like everybody been saying, you said, Nate said, I've said, we temper our expectations. We got to. We have to. That's the only way I
Yeah.
think they can have something on film. Because like I said, if you go out there and you blow every team out, and then um, when it comes down to that play or that drive that you need, you're not used to that. So you fold up, and that's one thing was so great about Rodgers. He's been in those 49 seconds, 37 seconds,
Yeah.
one play. He
Sure.
had to do that. So it's gonna come down to that this year, and how we um how we respond to that. Being down
Yeah.
a drive, being down three, because it's gonna go from the coach too. Is the coach gonna kick a field goal when he couldn't have went for it? Is he gonna have faith? Is he gonna put Jordan Love in a situation where he has to count on him? And I think it's gonna be that, like, they both gonna have to count on each other to succeed. Where it's not like, oh, what do you want to do? Like, no, we need motherfucker like, this is what you're gonna do because this is what they're doing and shit like that. So it's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun to
Yeah.
to hopefully see it, or it's gonna be misery.
well,
Yeah,
well, yeah. Just take that last point you just mentioned. Vegas is like, let's have fun, and
Right.
and that's where expectations can be your enemy, because
Yeah.
because they are such a young team. We can't expect that they're going to win every game. We can expect that it's going to be difficult at times, but let's hope that they play with passion and then they have a better season than we think they're going to have.
you
I mean,
know,
it's about having fun and enjoying it.
Right.
It is
Right.
entertainment for us.
It's a game at the end of the day, right? Go ahead, Nate.
Yes.
uh, but first of all, I apologize, man. I had to go and do
No,
a few
you
things.
good.
But
No explanation either. You good.
what up, TR? Oh man, Nixie, how you doing, sir?
Oh man, it's
Nitschke, huh?
Nixie,
Except I still have a lot of good hair, unlike
that's
right.
what's up.
Nitschke.
That's
Yeah.
that's what's up. I think that the Green Bay Packers, where they fucked up, was allowing the previous quarterback too much freedom to change plays, to do this. With Jordan Love, you've been grooming him for the last 3 years. I think that the Green Bay Packers should continue that, especially with Tom Clements still being a
Yeah.
quarterback's coach.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
not allow him the freedom that the previous quarterback had, because that's when you start seeing player and coach fucking clashing with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
You.
so. Go ahead, Vegas.
I mean, you seen shit like that with Holmgren. Remember, Holmgren told Favre not to. What did he tell him, to get down or something, or throw it away or something, and Favre ran that bitch in. Like, it's gonna
Yeah.
get to that. Like if Jordan really pans out, it's gonna get to where he think he could fit it, or
Yeah.
he feel like something is better. So I
But
mean, it's
I
a good
mean,
thing and a bad. It's bad when it don't pan out. It's good
Yeah.
when it good. It's
I
good when it pay off. You know.
I
So I
ag-
hear what you're saying.
I agree with you, Vegas, on that. But it's too early for him to just handle the
Yeah.
keys right then and
Yeah,
there. He is
exactly,
not at a
exactly.
fucking level yet. He's not at that level
No,
yet.
no,
You got to
no.
earn it. You
You
got
have
to
to
Right,
earn
earn
it.
it.
right.
And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, if there's a play, whatever play that said he gets the fucking play, he's gonna fucking huddle. And once he snapped the ball, he can't find that receiver. Of course, it's only common sense. If Jordan Love, he's a runner. If you can run the ball because you can't find the receiver open, do your fucking thing. Fuck
Right.
what fucking skinny jeans looking Malafleur says. Fuck him.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen him with the fucking trying to look all pretty in the sun. Like, bitch, do your
Yeah.
job. You get paid millions.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with looking pretty when you're doing the job,
Yeah,
though.
gotta be handsome out there. Gotta be
But
handsome out there.
you know what? Something that Vegas said, TR, looking pretty has not gotten us in fucking a
Shit.
championship in 13, 12 years.
Right.
That's right. It's
Right.
it's overrated. It's
Yeah.
overrated. But
I
if
like.
but if you can but if you can do your job good and look good doing it,
Hey.
go
Right.
for it.
And
Right.
I would not have a problem with that, TR.
Right.
Yeah. You got a
Like I said,
swag, bruh.
gotta have swag out there. But like I said, I just have a lot of faith in how Matt calls plays, and I just see Jordan settling in. Quick. Quick, man. I mean, I just feel like that. And like I said, he's not no rookie. I'm tired of people saying that he's not no rookie, and I think he understands the assignment. He understood from day one, and like I said, I don't feel that. I mean, shit, bro. I mean, we fucked tomorrow. Christian's out, Dobbs questionable. I mean, we fucking on that end. But we can still win. We can still win.
Yeah.
It's just we can still win.
Play the game.
Play the game.
Vegas,
Play the game.
if the Green Bay Packers were able to win the Super Bowl in 2010 with a bunch of backups, imagine.
Yeah, there was some good players.
We can do it with these fucking receiving corps. We still got the running game. We got two rookie tight ends. We got a better defense. I'm not worried about these fucking Pop Tarts. Fuck them. Fuck Chicago.
I watched it's on YouTube, Aaron Rodgers' first game against the Bears, and fucking you watch that game, it was a lot of settling down shit. McCarthy called an excellent game. Ryan Grant was busting their fucking head open.
Ryan Grant was a badass.
Yes, and that's what it take, man. It's gonna take other guys. It's other guys to not only the protection. And I'm gonna tell you this: if we protect Love tomorrow, he's gonna pick their ass apart. Because again, I love how he goes through his progressions. I love it. He will not stare a motherfucker down. He is not Justin Fields. He is not locked in on his number one. He's going to get the ball out to whoever's open. Whoever's open.
That can only happen if David Bakhtiari can stay healthy throughout the whole game. If he's going to take a few snaps and goes man down, this is fucking bullshit. And trade that fucker away.
Right. Riding the Northern track all fucking game and shit.
No, it's been 2 fucking years. He's going to be doing that shit with the beer.
I respectfully disagree a little bit on the Bakhtiari take, because I think there's no one in the world who wants to get out there and play more than him. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be all waiting, TR.
We're just a bit hard on him, saying, he wants to go and drink beer at the Bucks. We think because he does that, he doesn't have heart and he's lazy.
No,
I tell you what, you can go and drink a lot of beer and still be a hell of a player. I think his situation was really tough. It was a devastating knee injury.
Yeah.
But I think he is on the precipice of potentially being a Hall of Fame player if he
Yeah.
can if he can put together a couple really good seasons now. He
Right.
has everything in the world to play for, and I believe in my heart that he really wants to be out there.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
It
but
shows. It shows he do. It show.
yeah,
I mean, it shows. We give him hell, because we know how good he is and how valuable he is. Not only to us, but
yeah,
any other team in the league. I mean, they'll they'll take him in a hat. Drop of a dime. But
yeah,
it's like you say, coming back from an injury like that, and playing at
yeah,
a high level, it's hard. It's hard to go through that type of injury. Being older, he is older, so he won't heal the same as Gary and all that, and then to have
yeah.
setbacks. He had a infection, right? He had to get re-surgery or something like that
Well,
happening.
Yeah.
yeah, he had three total surgeries on his knee, but people are like, "Oh, it's the ACL." No, apparently the ACL is good, but he
Right.
had other damage in that knee
They
besides
didn't
the
have to like
ACL.
drain fluid or something like that, TR.
Yeah,
All type of
yeah,
shit.
they,
Okay.
yeah. So that injury, even though it was a freak thing, was obviously more devastating than just your typical ACL.
Right.
Because
Right.
you see, Gary's going to be playing tomorrow. Wow, that's amazing.
Well, I'm
Exactly.
You
excited
know,
to see Gary back because
yeah.
I want to see.
Now does that account for diet and being in shape and recovery and stuff
Well,
like that?
it's a part of it for
Right.
sure, but
Okay.
unfortunately, offensive linemen being big and heavy and
Right.
strong is the nature of the business. And let's
Right.
face it, the human body is not designed to be as big and strong as these dudes are.
Yeah. He's a
You're
big
going to
boy.
get ligaments and muscles and things like that popping.
Yeah.
Um,
No. Well,
And
we
what
know.
in a 17 game season, everyone isn't 100%.
yeah,
Some ailing them. Something is ailing them.
yeah,
Something is aching. But it's
yeah.
just it's a testament. He's gonna play tomorrow. So
Yeah.
that's
He's
big,
gonna.
man. Because he said
And
something like, "All I need is." They was talking about, "Oh well, you haven't." He said, "Listen, all I need is a couple reps. I don't need much to
yeah,
get out there. I don't need
yeah.
much, but I think it's to a point where a team is counting on you, and Jordan is counting on him. That's his blind side. You want to be
Mm,
100% out there. You don't want nothing to
yeah.
happen to Jordan on your account. So it's
Oh, for
tough.
sure.
Yeah,
But
it's
And
tough, man.
think of it this way.
you,
Just one last point, Nate, and then I'll
oh
let
yeah, no
you.
worries.
Just another good point to consider is that the fact that Bakhtiari isn't practicing means that the younger guys, his understudies, are getting all those reps, is getting
Right,
all that experience.
right,
That's going to be valuable too, and that's going to pay
right,
off down the road.
right.
No, definitely, you're right about that, TR. I just wanted to say, the thing that you sent me, TR, that I put into a short a few days ago. What up, Cali
Yeah,
Packer? That the when I read that, and I read it a few times, not even before I did the video. I feel that Dave Bakhtiari wants to stay in Green Bay. I might be
oh,
wrong. I might
yeah,
decipher that
yeah.
wrong. I don't know. The way he spoke about the team, he could easily say, "You know what? Fuck you, trade me. I'm gone." He probably would have ended up with the Jets. But the way he talked about the team, the guys are right there.
Yep.
They want to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's the way I'm deciphering that message that he wrote. So if Dave
Yeah.
Bakhtiari, if you're watching, Big Nate is challenging you to a fucking beer chugging contest.
Yeah.
that's gonna be
That,
that's gonna be a tough one, man. He be taking them motherfuckers down.
Oh, I've been
yeah.
drinking since the age of 14, so I should be good.
Right. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
should be, a lot of players, are going to be thrown to the wolves tomorrow. Look at Heath, Wicks, Reed, going to be counted on Jordan first,
Yep.
season as the man. Aaron Jones, a lot of people, bro, a lot of people. Jair being the anchor, being the to me, the captain of the defense,
Yeah.
even if he ain't nominated as the captain, um, the special teams picking up where they picked off last year. Everybody, I just feel like more of a group effort. That I just feel like this team just got so much to prove. They're so like ready. I think they're ready, man. But we got to see how it plays out, man.
I think if the Green Bay Packers can set the tone early in the game, that's going to be the game changer. And we got Devandre Campbell too, coming from I believe an ankle injury.
Mhm.
He didn't really play much on preseason, so we got a lot of captains in that fucking squad. I mean, doesn't matter who is chosen as a captain, but we got a lot of leadership going on in that locker room, especially with the defense. So I'm excited to see the defense fucking balls out.
But I don't want it to be a label. Like you don't necessarily have to have the C on your jersey. I'm saying just the one to rile the troops to you ever watch them war movies or movies where they just had that one guy that just stand up and talk in front of the group and it's fucking 200 people out here, it's five of us, and we gon' and they make them believe, and they rile them up, they rally the troops, and it might be three of them make it, but somebody make it, you know what I'm saying? So just that, rallying around, you make a big play, they're going to be out there, they're going to be hyped. They're going to be so fucking, and watch how hyped this team be tomorrow. And I won't love to take small victories. Take small victories. If your first drive, you go down there and you get a field goal, that's a win. You don't have to
Score
every
a
play.
touchdown all the time.
No, I'm saying not even that. I'm just saying like um take little things as moral victories, like little things, like, okay, we had the punt, but fuck, we had two good passes that drive. We had two,
Mhm.
not throwing everybody under the bus and all
Yeah.
type of shit like that. Like, go back to that tablet and whatever and look at what you did wrong. Even if you score, still go back and look and say, damn, I could have hit Reed on that motherfucker or whatever. Like, keep pushing yourself. Don't get complacent. Same thing with LaFleur. If you can get down there, you can get field goals, which I think it's going to be a lot of field goals. This game going to be a lot about field position. I know they changed some shit with the kickoffs and shit like that, so I don't know how many we going to actually see come out the end zone and run, and is Nixon and all them going to get a chance. But it's going to be plays to be made, and just seeing little things and hyping them little things hype each other up. Like, oh shit, a fumble recovery or a sack or this. And so I just want to see that. I want to see these guys having fun. Like TR said, have fun. Don't be so wound up and I got to do everything perfect, and don't try to do more than you're asked to do. Don't be a bostic.
Yeah.
That's a you know what I mean?
Don't be a boss. That's a
You
good
know what I
one.
mean? Right. Don't be a bostic. Do what you got to do. Know your assignment. Know what you need to do and do it. And if 53 men come together, well, 52, 50, however many missing, come together, it should be a victory. That's all it
Yeah.
takes, man. That's all it takes, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
And go ahead,
go ahead,
Big
TR.
Nate.
No, go ahead, TR. No, I can wait. Go ahead, TR.
I love what you're just saying, Vegas, and especially the part of leadership, because without the previous quarterback there's room for leaders to step up. And you could have multiple leaders coming up from all over the place. You don't have just one guy who seems like the focal point of everything. It seems like they have room to breathe now.
Yeah, most definitely. Something that I want to add up real quick. I don't know if you guys watched the KHTV video earlier today. He said, I chose the Green Bay Packers to score 28 points and the Bears fucking 14. That was my prediction. KHTV said, oh, it's too early. It's only game one. Like, there's no way they're going to come out and score that many points. You don't know what the fuck is going to happen in that game. It can be a fucking pick six return for a touchdown. It can be a fumble
Hmm.
recovery
Yeah.
return for a touchdown. So those points add up. I'm not saying that fucking Jordan Love's going to throw 5 touchdowns in one tomorrow because this is a rivalry game. The rivalry game is it's going to be it's going to be hard to score points, especially if the supposedly the Bears are ready and they feel so good about beating the Packers. I think that's just a bunch of hype. I think those fuckers are still stuck in the hole.
Yeah,
And you're
and
right. You're right. You're
I,
right. Go ahead, Tr. Go ahead.
I think both of you are right because anything can happen, especially at the first game of the season, which can be
Right.
really weird.
Right.
But statistically and usually, generally speaking, at this point of the season, the defense is going to be ahead of the offense. You know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
offense
Yeah.
takes a little longer to get going, but you're absolutely right, Big Nate. You can
Yeah.
score in many different ways, and crazy things happen. So
Right.
we're
Right.
we're just going to have to wait and see and hope for
Wait
the
and see.
best.
Right. And it don't take much, man. It's just scoring more than what the other team. We've beat the Bears what
Uh,
9-6 or some shit like that. Like
Six
we're
to three.
6-3, and it's a
Two to
division
nothing.
game.
Yeah,
It's a
my
division. It's a division game. So
yeah.
Imagine beating the Bears on a motherfucking safety.
Yeah.
2 to nothing.
it can happen, bro. It can happen, man. It's just
The NFL.
holding the other team to less. So with my score prediction, I got the Packers winning the game 27-20. I'm close to Nate. And I think it ends on a sack or something like that, man. Same thing, Cali. Me and Cali close. I got 27. I think it's gonna be some field goals kicked. It's gonna be about field position. Um and everything. So I got 27-20. And again, like you said, I'm not picking Jordan to go out there and score 3 touchdowns. It could be a touchdown and it could be all rushing touchdowns. It could be, like you say, it could be anything. It's just everybody doing their part, bro. And that's what I want more from this team is doing enough. Jordan having to do enough, not more than what he needs to. Not just you can't put all that pressure on Jordan. You got to make it easier for him. And I think LaFleur, I think the troops, I think the motherfuckers we got are able to do that. I've seen it done. I've seen where we only had to do so much, and the defense. A lot of times last year, the defense gave us the offense plenty opportunities, but we had one motherfucker who wanted to be the sole reason we got out of the run game. We got out of other ways to score. So I just feel like 27-20 Packers do enough to keep the Bears from scoring more than them. Could be 26-27. I don't give a fuck what we win by.
Yeah.
I just want that dub. Anyway.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
prediction, TR?
Oh, I hate predictions because you never know what'll happen. But I'm going to be a little more conservative and say, I'm going to have the Packers winning 17-14, something like that.
Okay.
That's good. That's good enough.
Very feasible. Very feasible. And that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good defensive game. I just think our defense is better. I'm not really scared of their defense. No Tillman or nothing like that. I think we still got Jackson though, right? So
the Bears is all talk.
Yeah, man.
Those fuckers are all talk, man.
And I don't trust Fields, man. I'm not scared of him, bro. I'm not scared of that shit he do. I'm not scared of that shit, bro. It's
as long as the defense plays their assignments and keeps everything in front of them, there's no reason Justin Fields to go wild. But you got to be disciplined. Yeah. You got to do your job. You can't be out chasing him around like a chicken, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's his strength. That's his strength. That's his strength.
You got to play assignment sure football.
Right. And I know our boy Quay. I'm predicting over 100 tackles for him this season. I mean, you got to have him shadowing that guy. If you know everybody else is in their assignments and you got Quay shadowing and watching everything, and you know you don't need him to be a middle linebacker. You need him just to shadow and watch every little fucking thing he do. That's all you need to do when he tries to hit a hole or escape the pocket. Quay is right there on his ass. So that's what I need, Quay. Keep that
I-
boy
I'm
from keep that boy out the way.
I'm predicting that finally we'll get a top three defense, and finally fucking Joe Barry gets over that fucking hump. Bitch ass motherfucker.
Cross
We'll
our
see how
fingers, you know.
cross him for real. So I'm gonna go, you guys. We got to get some rest. Football for me starts at 10 in the fucking morning.
Same here. We're in the
Um,
West Coast, baby.
Nate, are you doing a watch along on your channel?
I
Are you
wanted to, but
okay?
I probably just gonna. I'm probably just gonna watch the game separate, and just go about my business. But I will be doing the live stream after the game.
Okay, so since Nate don't want to do it, I will be live streaming during the game. I am going to live stream during the game. Again, it might be interruptions. I might not be in the TV all every fucking the whole 3 hours, but I'm gonna have the game live streaming while so you can get reactions if y'all want to jump in. I'm gonna be on StreamYard um for kickoff. Since Nate is not able to, if you want to,
Well,
Nate, just jump in mine or whatever.
okay, I can jump with you. The reason I asked you earlier today, but you said you probably would just jump or not. You, I don't know if you were going to be busy. That's why I decided not to.
I mean, we always busy, but I'm saying like, if you, I was gonna give you an opportunity to do it on your channel. That's why I'm asking you.
I mean, I can do it. I don't got a problem with that.
Yeah, if you want to do it on your channel, I'll come into your shit. However you want to do
Okay,
it. I'm
yeah,
giving you the
we can.
opportunity.
Well, everybody who's watching still out there, I will do a live stream during the game so you guys can see a reaction. Watch Vegas, probably TR and Nate go fucking crazy bananas.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we will be because I'm trying to get the traffic to come to your shit
Okay.
if you live stream. Um, Mostly Sundays and games. We're gonna start live streaming during the games, y'all. Give y'all a live reaction, whether it's Nate's or mine's or whoever else from the Pack Attack or anybody live stream during the game. So we just get reactions and interact with y'all during the game. So y'all will see us tomorrow. Nate, if anything changed, please let me know. Because
Got
I
you.
know it starts at 1:25 our time. Um,
I'll probably
so
start. I'll go live like around 1
yeah, that
at
way
that
we,
time.
okay. Yeah, so about 1:25 our time, 3:25 Central, which is TR and Ford. I hated watching. I remember I stayed in New York for a minute with my cousin, and them games used to be till fucking 1 in the morning. 1 in the fucking morning. I was like, fuck this.
Hey,
So Pacific, I
Yeah.
gotta wake up early. I'm gonna watch some of the morning games, man. Just get in mode. But we're gonna be over at Nation, and after the game, man, live reaction with the Pack Attack and
make
everybody,
sure,
man, on
make
Big
sure
Nate's
everybody brings
channel.
their fucking drink because we're gonna be
Yeah,
drinking live.
right. So on Big Nate's channel, he's going to stream yard after the game, man, so we can get some live reactions. Hopefully, celebrating a 1-0 1-0 record. But we'll see, man. I mean, even if I'm not going to speak that into existence. Victory is all we preach over here is victory, victory, victory. Not betting against my team any week. I don't give a fuck who we play. I see defending champs lose Thursday, so victory, V for victory. So we'll see y'all tomorrow on Big Nate's channel, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the Pack Attack, please do. TR, Big Nate, KH, HPLV, Fire Point
AJ,
of View, AJ. My fucking thing just cut off on me. Even my light, like, hey, it's time to go. Um, you talking us some shit. But we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. TR, please at least come through if we don't see you after
Yeah.
during the game, after the game, man, so we can
Yeah.
we
Prob-
need some of your wisdom in there too, man.
Probably after the game.
That's fine.
I I record it. I like skipping commercials. Fuck commercials.
Right.
So,
So
all right, you guys have a
right.
good night.
You
Hey,
too, man.
likewise,
See
see
y'all
y'all.
tomorrow, man. And go pack, go, man. Let's get this victory
Go
tomorrow,
pack,
Nate.
go. Fuck the
All
Bears.
right,
You already
man.
know what's up.
We out.